Welcome into the Cam Strick Podcast, episode number 217, Holiday Edition. As always, brought to you by Hair Club. Hair Club would make a great stocking stuffer, Cam. You know,
hell yeah.
I mean, could you imagine if you're just walking around next holiday season?
Yeah.
With a full head of hair?
Luscious head of hair?
Well, yeah.
Well, your confidence will be up, I'll tell you that right now.
You think so?
No, I know so.
I don't like your energy today. It's a very low.
Why? I'm good. I feel good. I'm chilling.
Are you sick?
Good. No. I don't get sick really that much. No, I feel good, dude. I'm chilling. Now we have to work Friday, which I'm kind of bummed about because I still got to get a lot of shit done, like for Kate and a couple things here and there.
What are you getting? Now, have you decided? Do you have a reveal of what you're going with? Somebody sent me a message about to tell you to go ahead and do the scroll because it's coming from the heart. But
yeah.
See, but here's what here's what I told the guy. I said, yeah, it's coming from the heart, but it's also very cheap. So if you want to go the cheap route, I mean she could buy whatever you want to go the cheap route, you go ahead and do that.
It's not like she's not getting anything.
Patty Maroon was right. You are cheap.
Fuck that. Don't get me riled up. I'm not cheap, dude. Jesus Christ. I spent so much money on shit. When you're still wiping your ass, I was fucking partying in limos, spending cash, buying drugs, buying everything. And my financial guy like, Jesus, Cam, like, whoa, buddy. Yeah, okay. Dude, that was wild. So.
When I was what? When you were what?
You were still wiping your ass.
No, I was like in the professional world.
Oh yeah. No, you were.
You were, dude.
Yeah, but like you're not making it rain at Harry, so go fuck yourself. That's what I'm talking about. You weren't getting limos. I got limos from you.
You did.
From your guy.
You did. Listen, back when I still do the radio show, but I used to do it live on location for like 11 years in a row from like a very popular like sporting goods store that all the hockey kids went
Johnny Max
to get their skates sharpened and get equipment, and football players, baseball players. It was like the preeminent. Like, this is why I like local business, man. I support local business all the time. All y'all out there, Saskatchewan, Alberta, you guys all understand that. Support local business. People like Johnny Max, man, they had this store where everybody went to, and then all the big dogs come in, Dick's Sporting Goods, and they just close them all out, right?
Yeah, a lot of those stores went through that.
And that's what happened. Anyway,
unfortunately, it's easy to do it online, brother.
So I did a show every week, whatever, and I would have a different player or coach or owner, GM, come out live. And I hooked up a limo. I got hooked up with a limo company that would pick the players up and bring them out.
That was a good
show.
Idea. That was good marketing.
And they would get a free watch, man. I mean,
you did have a good thing going.
I was always hooking up players for coming out and doing that. Gift cards to like.
Well, that's why they text you back when you want to get them on this damn podcast because of shit like that. And you were good to them. You had a good relationship with all the guys.
Bring your buddies out, okay, for the show limo, and. He would like meet the limo driver. Next thing I know, Cam's using my limo driver. Okay?
Well, yeah, that's called business for you. Hey, I probably made you more money.
There was, I think Larry Plow. He came out, former Blues GM. He took a ride out there, and I think he had like a little bit too much fun in the limo, man.
I like Larry.
He was ready to go when he got there, but people would bring their friends with them. Listen, TJ Oshie was the biggest star that I had ever seen in St. Louis at the time. Like, he came, dude. You could not walk into that store. You had to have a police escort. Teenage girls were jumping on the hood of his car as he was trying to drive out of the parking lot. Like he was like
he was in like NSYNC or something.
Yeah.
Well, he had the look, man. He had the style. He had the look. He had the flow. He had a young face. Like, you know, like you see that kid. He's trolling around warm-ups, and he goes out and he fucking dangles and he hits guys and shit. And he's like, and he's a nice kid. He's very marketable. And, we had fun together. Now, he was a little wild when the Larry Plow days were there. You know, it was like that fucking Wild Wild West. But yeah, dude, Osh was fun, man. These young girls, like, fuck. Yeah. I wanted the Cougars. He would have young chicks all over the place, man.
And that's why guys would just hang out with him all the time. Like Berglund and EJ.
I know that. Listen, like he's passed out. He'd be passed out. Like, listen, you don't need to hang out with somebody to get girls when you're playing this. You just don't. Like, you go out, you got your buddies. You can bring your buddies.
Man, they were
fun.
They were in on the scene. Yeah. Like, they were around town and they were having fun and they were living life as they should.
I know. We were. Yeah. I was part of that young group. Yeah. I was 23.
Are you? How much younger is?
They were like 19.
Okay.
I was 23, and then some of the older guys would be part of that mix too. But I'm not going to
go out with them on the weekends. I mean,
yeah, but
like on an off night around town. I would see like Berglund and EJ and those guys.
They lived
out,
by each other. I lived in Eureka. I had a different life, dude. I had my buddies, my high school buddies and shit. So it was like I teetered with two different groups of people all the time, and then mix and match. And my buddies would hang out with them now and stuff. Like, it was cool.
Be on the road and shit all the time too. So
on the roads, complete. Yeah, dude. Exactly. Man. We had fun, dude. It was weird because Walt was in charge. You know,
he's not going out with you guys at home though, is he?
He would anytime we'd no, and rightfully so.
Dinners and shit.
And rightfully, oh yeah, God yeah. But if we had a party, like he's the first one there, you know. Yeah. But we had a fun team. Danny Hynop throwing in the Jay McKee, like a lot of guys that wanted to go out, Jackson, everybody. And you know, it was pretty loosey goosey at the time.
See you hanging out with them way more than like a 19-year-old.
I was young. I was their age more than I was Jackson's age.
older than you?
Yes.
Much older? No.
Yeah, he was like 7 years older than me.
Okay.
You know. It didn't matter. I hung out with those guys, but it just depends on what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. I saw him the other day when Nashville was in town, man. He just...
Who Hino?
Hino.
Oh, fuck.
He's the same no matter what.
God, is he funny. Smart guy, too.
Very smart. Army.
Tough, cool.
Military.
Partied.
Oh, yeah.
God. That was fun, man. Those are fun days.
Did you have more fun... Like, did you like the teams that you played with in St. Louis, or the teams you like play? Like, the teams completely different, like in Jersey,
completely
in terms
different.
Of hanging out with.
Well, at Jersey, you hang out with like Marty was fun, Colin White, Anton Velchenkov, the late in 2012 days. You know, like Kovalchuk, Bolton. You know, we'd all kind of go out. Clarkson. You know, and in early days, it was way more professional. Not gonna lie to you, it was way more professional. Like Lou's presence. You know, you'd have to sneak beer on the plane, like, you know, like sneak beer, like fuck.
Like what happens?
Is Lou's coming?
If he catches you,
fuck. I remember times I had chew in my mouth, and he'd show up, like he'd just show up, like the dude off of that movie with Adam Sandler, like who's just there, and we'd have a little signal.
Happy Gilmore?
No, I don't know what it was, but you'd have a signal where I know you can't see it right now, but I have an L shape on my hand, and guys will do that real quick because you know he's coming. Meaning
L for Lou.
Yes, he's coming. Like the trainers are coming back, and put an L. Yeah,
like Richie Matthews.
I don't want to throw him under the bus, but yeah,
are.
No, but it's not.
Lou is like, oh my God, people they got the Lou sign. It's a Lou thing.
No,
okay,
just hey, heads up. Hey guys, heads up. Good. He's coming. No, it wasn't like malicious. No, it's just like heads up. And Richie wants to protect the players in a way. Yeah. And you know, if you fuck up, Richie's got to talk. Like he's got to do what he's got to do. But like I remember times Lou would walk in, and you're not allowed to chew in a fucking nice ass locker room, and I go gulp, and just swallow that motherfucker like a man, and then turn green.
That is not manly.
No, I had to do it. Yes, it is. You got to do what you got to do. He knows what's in your mouth. Like, he knows guys that chew. He's seen the song and dance a billion times. God, especially on the plane, I'd be, like, facing the other way, and they'd give me that signal, like, fuck, God. Like, dude, like, act like I'm sleeping.
Are you the only one chewing?
No.
I was going to say.
Fuck,
in
no.
an NHL dressing room?
No. But I was putting Kodiak in.
What happens if you get caught?
It just would, you're not allowed to have chew. Like, it just would be a pain in the ass if he gets pissed at you for any reason. Like you have to just avoid it. Yeah. You avoid controversy with him, and that's what he wants too. Like, it was tight knit. So my point is, it was a more like we were winning games. Like, we were really good. Lost to Carolina in 2006, 7, 5, 6, whatever it was. Had awesome teams. So those early Devils years really was professional, and it was perfect for me. If I would have got drafted by the Blues and went into that organization, no offense to I probably would have really fucked up. Playing at home, really immature. I was immature with the Devils, young. I was 20, 21 years old when I was playing.
And you were immature when you came here still.
Yeah, yes. Absolutely.
And you still are
today. I'm still immature, but I've learned a lot, and I've gone through ups and downs, man. I've gone through a lot of shit. But man, but Lou, you're like, damn, I can't, maybe I have to go home tonight, or maybe I have to do this or whatever. But once you got here, it's pretty loosey-goosey before, who showed up and kind of turned everything back hardcore Army. But with Larry was awesome. But Walt ran the show. Andy Murray, what's he gonna do? I mean, fuck. So
JD tried to change the culture.
Yeah,
he knew it was a complete country club.
Man.
But at the same time, he couldn't come in and go crazy because the team was so bad.
Yeah,
they had no media interest whatsoever.
Yep.
I remember telling the ownership group, I was like, how come like you can go to a bar or a restaurant in downtown St. Louis and they don't have like a single Blues thing hanging on the wall? Like there's nothing.
Back when, in 05?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, damn right.
Like,
there was 13,000
there's
people.
Nothing.
I know.
There's Cardinal jerseys and Ram jerseys everywhere.
I know.
And there's no Blues presence anywhere.
It went through a weird time.
They started putting like team calendars, like magnets and stuff like that, and pocket calendars in all the bars and restaurants downtown, all the sporting goods stores, all the
Come
rinks.
grow with us. That was their theme.
Like, where's the presence in the rinks around town? Like when I travel, like on the youth hockey circuit, whatever. If you're in Detroit, Cam, you walk into a rink, you know you're in Detroit. There's Red Wings shit everywhere.
Of course.
Chicago, Blackhawk stuff everywhere. I was like, you go into St. Louis in the rink, man, you don't see a Blues thing anywhere. There's nothing.
In 05.
Back then.
I was going to say. Well, they went through three
and
shit
they started
years.
changing all of that. Like, even in one of the rinks, they put in, like, a Blues shop and stuff like that. I mean, they started, like, changing.
Why is that, you think?
Dude, I don't know. The previous...
Because they were awesome for 15 years before that.
The previous, like, ownership group, the people who were running the organization...
Checkets and them?
They just had... No, this is like when Checkets was there. When they first came in.
Yeah.
This is, like... what was happening around town when they first got here. And I'm the one telling them this. Like, dude, there's nothing in the rinks.
Yeah, man.
There's nothing in the bars.
You
guys need to have some presence. Like, you're the St. Louis Blues. And they went to work on that. Now, you walk into a bar, or you walk into a...
it's everywhere, man.
You walk into a rink, man, there's Blues shit
I never
everywhere.
noticed that, Andy, and you're right. But I was always gone, and I wasn't at the rinks anymore. In the summertime, it didn't matter. I don't remember. And whatever.
Can you, like, hang a Blues jersey up in the rink somewhere?
Yeah,
like
I know.
Somewhere?
Yeah, you're right on that. But then we got all these young kids coming in like 08, 07, 08. David Perron, Bergie, Osh, EJ, fuck. You had a fun team. Mm-hmm. You know, Kinger and I were fighting. Like, it was fun. And they had that theme, come grow with us. And this Blues team, man, and I was playing at home, living right by my parents, bought a house. And I would have people reach out from my end with school and friends doing shit. And the Blues had all these young kids, all of us do everything in the summer. Mm-hmm. Get out. We went everywhere. Bobby Pleger and I and Jan Stasny in a van went all through Missouri, going to Salem and all these fucking podunk towns, man, all throughout Missouri, just promoting the Blues. It was good to be a part of that because you met people and you became popular. But, like, we did a lot of shit. It was great, man. And they packed it in. They started to pack the house.
They did.
But the tickets were cheap.
They were, like,
the tickets were cheap.
jerseys left and right just so they could sell out.
I know. I did watch. You know what I've been watching? Fucking soccer.
Well, hopefully the Hallmark Channel, because there's a lot of great programming on right now. Candace, can I give a shout-out to Candace real quick? Because she and I are very, very close. And just let her know I like what she's doing this year.
You gotta say Candace Burry because the inside joke, you know.
People who know, they know. They know. And I say, how many Candaces are there? There's actually Candace Parker, who's a very good WNBA player. Cam, I'm trying to get her and Brittany to play on the same team.
Is she your favorite?
They're already like selling tickets for that. Cam.
Andy's on the.
This will be the highest rated WNBA game ever. Did you see that guy that sent a message the other day on our Instagram? They said. It was like a Brittany Griner video or something. Just hilarious.
You love her. It's all good.
Oh, yeah.
She's American. Get her out. She's back.
I know. And people liked your commentary on that, you know.
Did they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Even, you know, it's just because it's like,
well, I'm not,
it's right down the middle. We're not trying to be, like, political with it.
No, like, don't get me wrong. I don't give a listen, if I was in fucking prison, like, you think Brittany Griner would be like, get Cam out? You're fucking.
Well, maybe she might now.
Oh, fuck.
No, because I understand that she's going to start working with programs now that advocate getting these prisoners.
Okay, well, then that's them. But no. Okay, no shit, because you just got shit on.
Right.
Because you're trying to fucking.
Before? Hell no.
Hell, she wouldn't give a fuck.
No.
So, anyway. But I
she
said.
Might still not.
I didn't even know who she was, and I'm like, get this American out. And I didn't even know who the other guy was at the time because he never got attention.
Her play at Baylor?
No, I have not.
She won a national championship, I'm pretty sure.
I've been watching soccer, dude.
Did you watch the final?
Yeah, I watched every second.
Finish?
I watched all of them. It was fun, dude. I like when those games are at 9 o'clock in the morning. I made a Bloody Mary, had the fire going, the puppies are up, chilling out, man. Order some breakfast from the head store, and then watch soccer. And it's kind of like hockey. It is like this give and go and find the open spot. A couple of those times they're making these little passes, like one-time passes in the slot where they had some one-timer goals with their foot, which is way more difficult. But that was very entertaining. There's some things I still don't like. Here's a couple things I do love about soccer. Andy, when that game's on at 9 o'clock, They fucking start at 9 o'clock,
right
boy.
at 9.
They sit there. I like how they walk out together. I think that's cool. I like how they sit and they fucking stare and they sing the national anthem. Like, what's up? Let's go. And they fucking start on time.
Some of those dudes are some big ass monsters too.
In France, they were.
Like the dudes on the back end.
In France, they were.
Will head you. They'll like
the demon.
They'll like headbutt you right in the face and break their nose.
They're still the wimpiest athletes on the planet. But
are they wimpy or like are they really soft or is that like the nature of the game where they try to sell everything?
Yeah, but they bring a stretcher out and that's unbelievable. And then they're done. And I get that and I'm not chirping too bad, but as far as like the tough people in the 4 major sports, I guess maybe. They might be tougher than the baseball guys, although there's some shit-kicking baseball guys, man. There's some fucking big old dude. We just had Jason Isringhausen on our show today, radio show. He's 6'6", big fucking tough farm boy. I feel like these guys are more fancy looking, but
he's not 6'6".
Whatever. Sorry, Andy. But these soccer guys, man, they're fun to watch. They're fast as shit. And besides the flopping, here's another. Okay, the pace of the game I like, dude. It's 2 hours. And they don't stop for 50 minutes. And maybe they'll whistle, but they keep going. I like it, dude.
They keep going, but it's kind of hard to... They do a good job, I guess, with the graphics to let you know how much extra time there is and stuff like that.
I guess.
But
the extra time thing's
you don't
goofy.
really know when the game's going to over. The first half, they're going to 45 and it's over.
I think so.
Or maybe they do extra time in the first half. Listen,
I don't know.
You're watching the World Cup final. I mean, obviously, it's like watching, Game 7 of the Stanley Cup final.
Dude,
it's like your first hockey game you've ever watched. I mean, they're not all like that, right? But they put on a great product, and the entire world is watching, man.
Here's how I look at it, too. If Arsenal's playing fucking Barcelona, I don't give a fuck who wins. But when you play for your country.
Who are you going for?
For Argentina, I wanted Messi to win.
Did you?
Yeah, the French are assholes. I'm just joking. That's on Dumb and Dumber as a quote of Jesus.
You cannot
Andy.
say that about this.
I'm joking.
There's a lot of French.
Dude, those French guys were bigger than they're huge. Not African American. They're black because they're not African American. They're black.
No, they're African French probably.
African French.
Do you know that I did my honeymoon in France and like there's some like fights and stuff. Like they get kind of crazy, dude, rowdy like on the streets.
Well, they had a.
No, I saw
the French Revolution.
And then
back
I was walking back with my wife one time, and these dudes were like following us. Like I didn't know if I was gonna have to go
Andy's scared of France. That's funny, dude.
Well, I'm just kind of.
Hey, man, you can get shit on anywhere. Let's be honest. But like, I'd roll the dice.
Some of those Europeans are crazy, though, dude.
Yeah, well, they're crazy. The soccer fans are tougher than the soccer players. But anyway, I really enjoyed soccer. I really did. Now it's the World Cup, and I know North America is hosting it 4 years from now. And I was watching, and I'm watching.
Where's it going to be? Like
all over the place.
Oh,
so
really?
It's Kansas City to L.A. to Mexico to Canada, Vancouver.
Is that how the World Cup, like in Qatar, is it not just in one stadium? Like they're bouncing around all over the country?
So how do you? I don't know. I think Qatar's all in one little area.
That journalist died out there too.
Yeah, there's not much to that. They came out and said
he was not. Listen, he was not like murdered or anything.
No.
I think he had like a heart issue.
He had a heart issue. Yeah, it's not a story.
Like nobody killed him.
I mean, besides him dying,
his brother came out and had a video that said that he was.
It's not true.
So that's what kind of jump started that.
Now, fucking Qatar, they don't want to have any fucking bullshit, man. They need to be squeaky clean. They got enough problems going on. But you're right, Andy. That's a good question. Why, like, if you're going to go to the World Cup from Europe and you're going to come over here, like, which city are you going to stay in? Right. So you're going to go watch a game there, and then you're going to watch a game over there, or like, I don't know. And what if you're stuck in Kansas City instead of like
another World Cup stadium? Like put it in LA or something.
Yeah, put it in the, I guess the new Rams.
Yeah, SoFi.
SoFi be sick.
That stadium is sick.
Badass, dude. Everybody's bitching
Although
about
it doesn't feel like a football game when you watch it. It just feels, I don't know. It's almost too nice.
Too nice. Whatever, man.
I'm from Buffalo, dude.
I don't like
watching. You watch football in the snow and you eat chili and veggie chicken wings out in the parking lot.
And you lose.
In the fourth straight.
And you lose. That's hard. Imagine that, dude, if you're a Bills fan. And those guys are cray-cray, guys and girls. And you lose 4 championships in a row.
Dude, it was so hard.
That's unbelievable. Don't act like you gave a fuck. Oh. Are you really? Like,
I swear to God, I was devastated.
Because, like
Cam,
when you work on radio.
My grandfather and my uncle, season ticket holders, went to games. My entire experience as a football fan as a kid, I never went to a St. Louis Cardinals football game ever in my life. like the St. Louis Cardinals football game. They had a football team back in the day.
Yeah, I know.
Did you not know that?
I did. Yes, I
like
did.
before they went to Arizona.
Bush.
Yeah, I never went to a game, but
But
Bills games, and I would go to like Indianapolis, like when they came close, whatever, the Bills, and go watch them there. Diehard fan. And when they lost 4 straight, dude, it was absolutely devastating.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a fan base going through that?
Yeah.
You really could.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Nobody's experienced that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's tough, man. Like, I'm dedicated to
especially
the Blues.
a blue-collar town like that.
Town, like, well, look at you, man. Look how tough they made you.
I know.
Growing up in that town. But like, if the Blues did it, we'd be fucking devastated here.
4 straight.
We'd be devastated, man. I get you. And passionate fans. I'm just I love watching it. I just not passionate too much about too many things.
What are you passionate about, Cam? What's your passion?
Living a good, as less stressful as possible kind of life. And I know you got to eat that shit sandwich and it comes at you, man. Don't get me wrong. Like, you're gonna have to do that, but just be comfortable for as long as we are, as long as we live, kind of thing. I'm being simple.
Is that why you wear like sweats every day?
Yeah, well, why wouldn't
I?
Who am I trying to impress somewhere?
Well,
I don't look like a These are Lulus.
You got to be comfortable. No, today today you got all black going on. You got some new tennis shoes, dude. Which
the bad boys wear black, baby.
With.
I got new tennis shoes.
Yeah. You get those. You get those online.
Kate gets them for. Kate gets everything for me.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Like you don't like.
I'm gonna get her a gun.
Oh my God!
I know. Although she can't handle my guns.
No.
No.
Cam,
he says
this is a terrible idea.
Yeah. No, she wants one.
Doesn't matter. I mean,
I'm going to dox in Eureka. I'm going to dox in Eureka, and I'm going to talk to him.
What are you going to do for Christmas? Dude?
Yeah, we're going to go because where we live. My buddies could pick us up on side by sides, go to their property 5 miles away, and we could just go out there. And my mill, they all know what they're doing, and we go out there, and I'm going to teach Kate how to shoot. Like she's at the house a lot by herself. We got the dogs, but like. If she tried to, shoot my gun, she'd be put on her ass. But she wants to do this. I'm not forcing this on her. I want her to know how to grab that thing and just know what to do with it at the house. She's not taking it anywhere.
Why does she need her own? Like, what are you gonna get? Like, is it gonna be pink?
She's 100 pounds. She shoots my gun. She's gonna fucking ricochet. She's not gonna be able to
going on, dude?
Wow, it's just a bigger caliber. It's a 45. Like that. She's. You couldn't handle it. She's stronger than you are.
Dude, my box cutter.
So we're just going to go. It'll be cool. We like that.
The box cutter and surveillance system.
Like I said, the box cutter.
Dude, I'll get
got you in. And, hey, box cutter took over 4 different planes.
I know that did.
So you know.
I know. But I'm just saying, that's truly what I have next to me.
No, I think, and there's other. That's one thing.
In a drawer, dude. I'm just saying. Yeah, I keep that away.
I wouldn't even. Don't even say it because I don't want anybody like.
Where I don't want people to know where it is. Maybe take that out so no one breaks in my house and like.
No, how about just say that? Just lie to the people and say you have guns, just so people don't.
I have lots of guns.
Yeah, there you go, Andy. No, and I'm not a big gun guy, but Kate,
apparently you are,
Andy. We're way out there. And I'm gone in the morning a lot. And I don't know.
It's all old people, dude. Who's gonna mess with you out there?
She just wants to feel more comfortable, and so do I. I want to.
She really wants one.
Yeah, and so I want to do it with her and get comfortable too.
So I drove by a shooting range the other day, and
actually, there's a ton everywhere.
I know, and actually, my wife and I were talking about, let's just go do this.
Yeah,
you can go axe throwing. There's different things you can.
You're not gonna throw axe. You're not. You're not Howie Long in Firestorm.
So yeah, so I actually might. Maybe you want to come with me? Go to a shooting range, dude.
I'll do that with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just don't do anything stupid. I don't do anything crazy.
No, dude. Dude,
just be
smart. I don't fuck around with that. It's not.
Guns.
Listen, man, that's the thing, dude. I don't fuck around with that shit. Just like I don't fuck around with people that don't know how to drive a boat. I don't fuck around with people that drive fast and want to show off their fast car. I don't give a fuck. If you're fucking irresponsible with a gun, I ain't fucking going near your fucking ass. With my wife around, are you crazy?
So how do you even know?
You don't play that game.
Even know.
What do you mean I don't know?
You don't know if they're responsible or not.
Who?
Anybody.
I don't hang out with people that are shooting guns unless I know them.
Like wielding it around. Like,
no one
check out my new gun.
Like, you're so out of touch.
What if you're hanging out
you're so
at
out
your
of
friend's
touch.
house?
Your nerdy ass subdivision you live in. You don't know shit. Dude, I live out with all these old school guys, man. They all hunt. They all ex-military. They all know how to shoot. They all know how to shoot guns. They don't fuck around with it. They don't bullshit around with it. They fucking teach you exactly what you need to do. And if you're around one of those guys that know what they're doing and you fuck off with a gun, they're going to fucking take that thing away from you. Damn, boy.
Let me ask you this.
Don't rile me up.
Let me ask you this. So hunting, yeah. I mean, people keep their hunting rifles. Like they keep it set, they keep it with their hunting stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you're at a friend's house and you guys are all gathering around and somebody says, hey, check out my new gun I just got.
Happens all the time.
Passing it around and everybody's like, that doesn't make you a little bit nervous. If that thing went off or whatever.
Andy, listen to me. Whenever you take your gun out and show it, A, you show it to people that know what the fuck they're talking about anyway. Accidents. And B, listen to me. B, you drop the fucking thing, you open it up, make sure that fucking bullet's out of there, then you unload, you take the gun apart, then you hand it over. You think you're just going to hand over a loaded fucking weapon? Are you crazy? That's why you're ignorant. Because you hang out at the Creve Coeur Racket Club and you don't know shit about this kind of stuff. And it's all good, but that's what you do. You take it apart, then you pass it over, and the guy looks at it.
Did you see that video of those kids like showing off the knife on the gun on Facebook Live, and like the cousin,
the rapper,
not the rapper, but like the cousin like shot the other cousin, this kid.
That happens all the time. It's stupid. That's irresponsible.
Like, how are they getting their hands on this gun?
Well, irresponsible, and it's easy to get guns. And I agree that there needs to be like any dipshit can't just go get a fucking gun. You got to go through a process. They need to be a little bit more hard on that, in my opinion. I know I get flack for people, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Just like this, like what they did with the boating license, man. You have to have your boating license now. Like I had to go get my license. I was 2 months
getting
off.
My boating license.
I had a boat but then all of a sudden the boating license came in. I had a boat for 12 years. Then I had to go through the test. It was really difficult.
Waste of money.
What?
Waste of money.
What do you mean?
Well, just having a boat in general is just like buying a boat is a waste of money. Yeah. When you can just have a driver. We're trying to think about a little getaway here actually in February because there's a long break, Trying to figure out where to go. Do I want to do get on a boat? Do I want to go chill on a beach? I don't know. Do you want to go to the mountain? Where to go? Kate
and I want to go to the mountains. Now I'm, you're retired, yank, and I want to go try skiing again. Mm-hmm. I heard there's so many cool places in fucking Colorado, dude, and I'm gonna maybe drive. Check it out. Take our time.
Mm-hmm. Well, good luck renting a car right now in Colorado.
Why would I rent a car?
I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, if you flew.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're flying
You're not getting one.
It takes forever to drive.
Even during the summer, we flew into Colorado, and we had to, take an Uber 25 miles away just to get our rental car.
Yeah. Yeah,
because there's no rental cars available at the airport.
And I don't.
Now, maybe because COVID, took all the cars away,
with chips and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Different things.
Cars, yeah.
But, I don't want to get into a snowstorm though. I'm not.
Well, you might.
Well, depending on the weather, if we have to stay and camp out in Kansas, unfortunately, the drive to Colorado before you get to the foothills is the most boring damn thing in the world.
But it's fast, man.
You just right down 70, dude.
Yeah, you just cruise right through it. It's not that bad. It's actually a very easy drive. I've done it in one day, dude.
No, I know. I've 17 hours, I think, total, but you could get to
depending on where you're in Denver in 12 hours.
Yeah, okay.
So then depending on where you want to go.
Somebody goes, Cam, come to Banff. I'm like, Banff is gorgeous. Mm-hmm. That is way too far.
You're not
away.
driving there.
I'm not going across the fucking border to drive all the way up there. I don't want to do that, man.
No. Okay, so what are you doing for the holidays? Are you coming over on Christmas Eve dinner or no?
No, I got no, I'm going to my dad's.
Oh, I was going to get that cake bread. Dude.
I'm going to my dad's.
For you. You know what the cake bread is, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, your favorite one.
Yeah,
I was going to get that for you. You're not coming over on Christmas Eve?
No.
What about Christmas
Are
Day?
you serious? Am I supposed to? Because you made it. We didn't set this up. No, yeah. Oh, you're just putting a shtick on.
You're more the shtick on.
No, I'm going to my dad's, and we're not even going to cook that much Christmas Eve. I'm just going to go get a bunch of stuff from the grocery store, throw it all in the oven, and we'll have a small little get-together at my dad's house.
Oh, that's good. How's he doing?
And he's doing good. And thank all y'all, by the way, for all the lovely, dude, I try to get back to all you guys, man. I appreciate that. Very, very nice, you guys. Just shows how many people.
Is everybody doing all right? The family's holding up?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I still dream about her and stuff. But
what else are you dreaming about these days?
Oh, weird. I'll tell you, it's weird. I used to have, when I was a kid, I remember having just dreams of being big and being like something special, something like, and I'd wake up so happy. And I'm like, yeah, it was the weirdest thing when I was really young. And then once you start to get a little bit older and you're actually doing shit, you're more stressed out. You're stressed out. Like, so like your dreams kind of get weird. You're getting punched in the head. Maybe you get weird things. Maybe you lose mad at you. But now when I retired, I have the same occurring dreams in different ways over and over. And they're me going into training camp unprepared and overweight, whether it's the Blues or the Devils, but I have in the back of my head, I'm okay. I'm just going to retire right now because I have something set up. Mm-hmm. It's really weird. It's just like right before I go on the ice, I'm like, I'm going to retire.
Well, listen,
I don't know.
Cam, well, thanks for sharing that with us because I could probably
you probably go through the same thing.
This as to what this anxiety that's creating this.
I did have an anxiety attack the other day.
Oh, a real one?
Not gonna lie to you.
What do you mean? Do you get anxiety?
Yeah, I do.
I think everybody
I told
does.
you when I'm driving. I told you guys, and you guys always talk. Yeah. And flying is just incredibly horrible.
The bottom falls out of the car.
Yeah, or I'm gonna fall off the bridge. We're just weird, and I play tricks on myself. Mm-hmm. I've been pretty damn good about that. But the other day, Kate and I were cruising around, and I was like, I stopped by the old man in Eureka that cuts my hair for years. He's got this little shop right downtown Eureka, right by the railroad tracks. He's like 80 years old. He cuts me once in a while when he shakes his hand because he takes a straight knife I told you about. And I'm sitting in there, and I love going in there. I'm by myself. It's nice and warm. I'm in such a cozy spot where he just takes his time. He doesn't talk to me. I'm passed out, basically. I feel so good. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, I started getting a little dizzy. I'm like, whoa, what is going on? I'm like, wow, like starting to get like a weird, and I started sweating. I'm in the most comfortable spot ever, Andy. Kate's waiting. We got stuff that we're going to stop by my dad.
You sure this is anxiety, or are you like dehydrated?
No, I was okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I drink Pedialyte.
What's triggering the anxiety?
That's a mystery. So I'm in the nicest spot possible where I wasn't weird out in my head or anything. I started sweating so bad. And the poor guy couldn't even cut my hair. I was soaked.
Oh, my God.
Andy, soaked, dripping off. My pants are stuck. I'm freezing. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dude, I go, Big Vic, man, I'm not bad. I don't feel good, man. I got to go. And he just he's like, he kind of fix it real quick.
Your hair is very uneven, I was going to tell you.
And I felt, oh, my God. And I come out. Kate looks at me. She goes, oh, my God. You look like a vampire. I was pale, soaked. I'm like, God, put the heat on. Oh, God. I put the heat on. She goes, I got to get you back to the house. Go back to the house. 10 minutes later, I'm fine.
So did you feel like maybe you were coming down with a bug or something?
Hell yeah. And I haven't got sick. Dude, I don't get sick.
So that's what
Andy,
it was.
I felt like it just rocked me, or food poisoning. Mm-hmm. And it happened for 7 minutes. Mm-hmm. And I was, like when you're soaked, Andy, like dripping, like
okay, so
I couldn't
even
take my shirt off.
Don't ever go back.
It was like toxins.
Yeah. You can't.
No, I know.
No, don't go. You're done. You're done with this.
It was
place.
toxins that had to escape my body.
So listen. Eat blueberries.
Yeah. No.
No.
I'm not joking about.
I know, but I'm telling you.
You know, and maybe there's people out there that have this too. Mm-hmm. It doesn't happen a lot. It's something like if I'm on a plane, it will. You know. But this was like in the most comfortable state of mind. I was in a happy mood.
I wonder what would trigger that.
I don't know. It's scary.
Sometimes you just need to get the fresh air and get outside, you know, like in a situation like that when you're stuck was it a small place?
Yeah, but it's my comfy zone. That's where I go to hide. Like you could hide in there. No. Remember I told you to go to the other place and they're just talk to you the whole time. They don't even like pay attention. This guy doesn't say a word. I could have my chin down, passed out, and he cuts every hair individually, and it feels good on your neck, and he's cool. Yeah,
something he's doing is not right.
No, man, it's not him, man. He's a good old boy, good old man. I'd always tip his ass out. Eureka strong, baby. What's up?
Don't go cheap on your hair cutter.
I hear. So,
dude, I don't know why that's happening.
I don't know.
Have you ever experienced something like that before?
I just told you, yeah, it happens.
No, but is it the same?
Yeah, I mean that was extreme because of the sweat that came out. Like I was soaked, like I was in a sauna for an hour.
You have to pull over when you've had when you feel like the bottom of the car is falling out.
Yeah.
That's the same thing as what you just dealt with?
In a different way, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, it is. My hands get really sweaty when I'm driving, you know, and it's hard to grip the wheel.
Okay, so what's on your Christmas list this year? Do you have be honest with me here. You know, dude. I can ask you.
I'm easy.
Is it hard for you to get into like the holiday spirit and everything?
My house is a Hallmark channel.
With everything going on right now that you've been dealing with, is it tough to kind of like, with my mom, focus on the happiness of the holidays?
No, that comes and goes, man. That always comes and goes. And if you guys know, like during the day when you're busy and we're shooting the shit, I'm like, dude. But at nighttime when you're trying to sleep and you'll get you'll just get a visual, or so you'll just think, and it's not all bad. Like you think of good shit, man. But I do worry about my dad here and there. Like I missed the Blues alumni have a Christmas party. No, I didn't go. I wanted to bring, because I didn't know if there was a competitive skate. I don't have kids. Like it's nice for me to go hang out with all the kids and stuff.
Like a competitive.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking like I just forgot what it was. And
it's like a family skate.
Yeah, but there's two of them. There was two different ones. So anyway, it's all good. No one, like, I didn't need to do anything, and it doesn't matter. I don't have kids. But I wanted my dad to go maybe come out and watch, and I didn't realize there wasn't a competitive skate. I wanted him to come watch. And, sometimes he's like cleaning the house. He's trying to figure out what goes where. So he goes through moods, and I just worry about, I'm going to go over there after this, but sometimes you just I gotta call him, like, what's up? Sometimes he's in a good mood. Sometimes he's in this like weird. I'm like, what's going on? Because your mind plays trick. For him, he sees my mom every day because he's in the house. For me, like I have distractions. I don't want to be so doom and fucking gloom. I'm good, dude.
My mind is playing tricks on me.
I mean,
shit. A phenomenal song by Ice Cube back in the day.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if you ever listened to that type of music.
Cube. Oh, Ice Cube.
Yeah, he was part of NWA and then kind of branched off onto his own.
Cool.
Ended up being an actor and stuff like that. Hey, you're not familiar with who Ice Cube is?
Yeah, no, I know.
I think he's been in some Car Shield commercials.
Of course I know Ice Cube, man.
Or is that Ice-T?
It's like, you say this is Indo, it tastes like hot dough. That's on Friday. That movie was awesome.
He was great on
1994.
Great actor.
Great actor. He's talented.
I'm convinced that the best actors, man, don't even like go to like acting school. It's like
that's him.
Like there's a lot of great actors that are out there that are hilarious people.
Yeah.
That never like focused on trying to become an actor, but like they do their daily. But they're hilarious and they're funnier than people who are actually actors.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of comedians get jobs in movies and shit like that because they're just funny.
You think it'd be hard to be in a movie, like to go act?
No, I mean, everything is difficult depending on what it is. I love to play.
But these guys,
I love to play.
They play themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the most
It'd be cool to play yourself. In like a sitcom, play yourself or something edgy. I'd like to be something hardcore, though. Like, I'd like to be in an awesome movie that I was maybe like a Tony Soprano, where you're mean, but people liked you. Like a cool, what's that
You're
called?
not getting that part.
No, or just a psycho.
Oh, God.
Like a creepy.
I'd want to be like a real like tough
you like
gangster.
Terminator. It'd be cool just to be like I don't know, man. Acting, it is what it is. I like to be a rock star.
I used to want to be like a movie star. I didn't want to like go into like acting or go to acting school.
Well, that's a problem.
And like when I got to high school, like when I was in grade school, I used to love like having like I used to always have the lead part in like the big school play.
I heard about that.
Like in 6th grade,
or
like in 5th grade, 3rd grade.
Everybody did Andy Teases.
I know, but then when you got to like older and you had to actually join the drama, like
I ain't
just wasn't.
You're right.
My thing.
Same with the band stuff too. Yeah, you're right. You got to go through like
band
nerdy,
stuff too.
like drama.
Well,
hello, this is what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like you have to play.
You got to just
now. You got to be like.
Now you're not hanging out with your friends after school.
Now
you're not hanging out with your friends after school. You're going to like.
You're not playing Tony Soprano after school.
You're going
playing
to rehearsal.
Rehearsal.
And they pick the play.
Yeah, I know. Which the plays are kind of like, oh, cool. I got to play the other thing. But that makes you, it just makes you an overall better actor. But do you think I could probably, I'd say like if there was I don't know. I'd rather be a lead singer in a rock band. If you were really good at one thing, just being a rocker for a long time is the ultimate high, in my opinion. It's the ultimate high, walking on stage where everybody's staring at you and you own them. You own that crowd where they're in your mood. Like, what? I'd like to be hard.
That would be
it's the best. You own them. Like I could tell you what to do. I could, like.
if you
your
had
mind.
that type of talent, where you could be a performer that I used to always dream about that, Cam.
I just said I did. Now you say you do. It's so funny how
I
you
would
work.
dream. No, not lead singer, but like being like a comedian or something that's on stage in front of a sold out arena, a rapper maybe even. Like, I mean, a singer.
I know.
Somebody who can play, whatever.
I like the attention,
that
dude.
you can,
Yes.
and you could like, just, I go to concerts, and when I go to like see like stand-up comedians, I just think about the whole time while they're performing. Like,
I'd much rather be a rock star
cool
than a
is this?
stand-up comedian,
How
man.
cool is it? Not the ones that sell out arenas and shit.
Listen, if you're selling out arenas being a lead singer of a shit-kicking band, or you're selling out arenas being a comedian, I certainly, as a motherfucker, rather be the goddamn rock star. No doubt about it. Owning that crowd where they are.
You know, Metallica's coming here.
I know, and Pantera, and I'm going to go to it in November. They are like congruent with your energy, and that is the coolest thing, the coolest feeling.
November.
Next November.
It's like a year from now.
Yeah.
They plan it out that far.
Yeah, dude, that's like a huge tour.
So
I might shithole dome.
What I'm gonna do is Ludwig's gonna help me out with this, so he's gonna get me backstage and all that.
I bet,
for Pantera.
I do want to meet Phil and
Well, you'll come with me then.
Can you please help me?
I'm gonna work all that out. Okay.
All right.
Plus, I know all the security people down
I'm
there.
putting together yoink.
I know. I'm coming with you guys.
And you can't just invite yourself to. I got to.
You already invited me.
No, I haven't decided who. I haven't decided what kind of shite.
You already invited me.
Here's the deal, Andy, because you don't appreciate the band enough. You're going to be talking about hockey the whole time and annoying everybody. I love hanging out at places, don't get me wrong, but a concert,
listen,
you're not going to listen to it. I need to bring my hardcore Pantera shit-kicking motherfuckers.
I'm bringing Laurie, too. We're both coming.
I'm not doing it. I can't do that. I cannot cater to that. If I'm gonna get a party bus, and I want the real people that enjoy and will understand, what the fuck they're listening to.
I go to shows like that.
You will never see them again.
I get that, but so I don't need to go with you. Well, we'll go on our own, and if you want to come backstage with us or whatever.
But listen,
so you just let me know.
Going to a concert, you can't talk. So if you're not into the music, all you're gonna want to do is talk to people. While we're gonna be zoning, dude. I'll be zoning. I don't even want anybody around me unless they're jamming just like I am.
I ain't talking to you.
And you know who else I don't like going to concerts? And all y'all just remember this. Like, if you are sitting, like, and either everybody's singing or not, but if somebody's singing right next to you and you're in, like, a box, like, you just hear him instead of hearing the thing, that's kind of annoying, but I'm zoning, dude.
Christmas Day, okay, well, whatever. So watching the Today Show real quick before we get to Cam Ward, because looking forward to this conversation with Cam Ward. Truly, he had a great career, Cam, by the way. There's all these cams going on, by the way. There's way too many cams. We only have room for one cam, but now we had two. You know, just when you think a player is cool, then you like do research and you learn more about him, and you realize that he's really cool.
Cam?
Like, he's got the wineries going on and shit like that. His family's
really
cool.
Nice
he
guy
likes
too.
to travel. He's super nice.
Got into a sick fight. We're gonna post that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, we did post it. Check that out. I know it's a little grainy, but he's talking about that. It's hard to describe a fight. And unless you watch it, this fight was psychotic. And Lowell versus, who was it again, Brody? Lowell versus fucking Norfolk. It was nuts.
Yeah, and then they ended up being teammates later on in their NHL career. I think it was Michael.
He beat the shit out of Leighton.
Michael
He did
Leighton.
good. You guys talking about? Just watch. It's really cool.
Yeah,
Check
but before that, there was a big ass brawl on the ice. But anyway, the Today Show talking about what to serve.
What are you talking about?
What to serve this year for the holiday season. What do you serve? Are you making dinner on Christmas Day?
I'm going to do the ham. What's that?
Christmas Day or Christmas Eve?
Christmas Day.
Okay.
Yep.
What are you making?
I got the ham, which is easy to do. You just
put pineapple rings on that thing.
I don't know.
Like a cherry.
I'll make a nice, kind of crunchy
maple
honey,
sugar, honey maple.
Yeah. Just load up
coat
a bunch of I'll coat
that
bad boy on and put a little bit more at the very end, and then you could eat that thing for days, man. I love it. So get a nice, good ham, and then everybody else brings like the side. You can't really fuck that up. I don't want to. I was going to do the standing rib roast, but
nobody wants that.
It's too much for the kids. They like ham.
What kids?
Well, are my nieces,
okay,
Eva and Maya.
Let's keep the stuff away, like in the drawer. Keep everything out.
Fuck. Okay. No, I know.
Make sure everything's put away.
No, I know. Yeah. They're not allowed to go into the west wing of the house. I told in the basement.
Okay, so you're making a ham for the kids. You can't mess this up.
No.
You know that. All the pressure's on.
Ain't no big deal. I got it. I cook more than you do.
That's not true.
I have more time than you. Every day, every night I cook. While you're at hockey practice doing bullshit, when you're doing this, I'm cooking. Yeah, I cook a shit ton. And we get these meals, too, that I kind of get, and you order different kind of meals throughout the week, and you can, like, mix and match. You could make them together, stuff like that. I get creative with them. I never go by the game plan. I always go off script.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, Kate will go by the game, and it tastes great.
I'm thinking about putting out a cookbook, actually. Okay, with my own recipes. And there's lots of things you can actually do with that. So I want to say happy holidays to everybody.
Yeah,
out there, though,
happy
man.
holidays to all you guys. Man, I got messages from people from Finland, Sweden. I mean, just cool.
Yeah, this is the time of year. Honestly, you get to the end of the year, like everyone needs a reset.
Yeah,
you know, you're almost running on empty. You're almost out of gas for this time of year. At the end of year, and I just look forward to those couple of days, man, where you just don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I know.
And you can sit around the house and just relax.
That's
and
every weekend for me.
The days go by slow. The NHL, you know, as a whole is just shut down. Like there's nothing going on. There can't be a trade. There can't be a signing. There's no games. Everything's just.
Hey, your life is different than everybody else's. So when you say that everything slows down in that particular part, that's for you.
Yeah.
But the shit kickers up in Saskatchewan, they got shit to fucking do.
No, they don't have to go into work either on Christmas Day. They get to stay home.
No,
for the
I
day.
thought you were talking about like the week after that when the hockey's up. Christmas Day. Still, I think people are running around like crazy.
Maybe
it's fucking stressful.
I don't go anywhere on Christmas, man. I always make that a rule. You want to see me on Christmas, you got to come.
Well,
over.
Again, you're speaking for yourself. Christmas could be hectic for people.
I would
people
hope
are traveling right
not.
now,
I know,
and they're getting shit on by snow, fucking overpriced, losing all kinds of shit, man. I don't know, like if
Thanksgiving
Kate's
is hectic.
if Kate's mom and dad were like, "Well, you're coming, you have to fly here," I'd be like,
on Christmas.
I'd be like, well,
hey, listen, Thanksgiving can be very hectic because, you know, people are going around and seeing different family and you're having multiple Thanksgiving dinners and all that. Christmas is different, man. It is the day to just enjoy your family, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun with your presents.
My kids open their presents
That's
and they
nice,
do their
dude,
thing and we stay. Oh, yeah. It is purely a family day.
Yeah, they all come over for Christmas Day, which is cool. So that's kind of like Kate and I.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have everybody over. It'll be nice.
So have you decided what you're getting Kate yet or not?
Yeah, I got her a couple things, yeah.
What'd you get her? Online or did you go shopping?
And I got her, I don't know. I told her I'm getting her a gun, which she'll like. Yeah, just a little.
Just don't get any bullets with it or anything.
Well, God, yeah.
What's she going to do with those?
Well, just have them.
Mm-hmm.
You just have them.
Okay.
That's just what you do.
Okay.
Like, you just have them.
All right.
It's all good. No one's taking
What
them.
else are you getting her?
I got her a thing for her phone because we take so many pictures, and you could, like, print it out and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a Polaroid?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and there's a cute little collage I can make of us that we could put in, like, she has these little things, so she could make a collage and put them in her little, because there's like
frame them.
And put them in like this little area that
that's awesome.
dedicated to us.
Yeah.
She likes it.
That's really
I'm gonna get her a scroll and make a little castle. She got me this little paint set. I might try to make a castle.
Oh, a paint set.
And like a little it's got the board in front of you. You set up a little table. You got all the little paint sick tough. And you set it up. And I'm gonna. Are
you artistic?
No, but
can you paint?
No, but I was pretty good at drawing. Like I think I can get a
best
detail.
Artists and the best painters can like have that like trippy mind.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I could see it in my head.
And they
I just can't put it in the paper.
You know.
But it doesn't matter. It'll be funny and it'll be cute. I won't it's not gonna be half-assed.
My paintings look like a 6-year-old painting.
Look what Hunter Biden's making like $400,000 off his painting. So if he could do it,
an artist?
Yes.
Well, he's the president's son, so you know he's got that Biden name.
Oh, he's good. So I want to party with him. What?
Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That guy gets down with
Does
it.
he?
Fuck yeah.
Still to this day? Where's he living?
I hope he doesn't.
Where's he living? Does he live overseas somewhere?
Delaware to there. He does his thing. He's got a pretty good gig.
I'm still pushing to get on the Today Show, though, Cam, real quick, man. They have a, you can apply online type thing. So if you know anybody in the Jersey area, New York area.
You're just trying to, you're asking to get chirped.
What do you mean?
By people.
I want to work on the Today Show. So let's make that happen. You don't know anybody who you used to, what do they call it, the Metroplex?
Isn't Strahan on that mug?
He's on Good Morning America.
Is that what's
That's
different?
That's
that good?
That's the rivalry.
Yeah.
I've never watched that. I haven't watched that show.
Obviously, I wouldn't want to do any of that. I know they're making tons of coin. They would never want me on there, but I can't talk fluffy shit, man. That's why we like working for our radio station. That's why we don't have a boss. We own our shit, so we could say what the fuck and be real about shit. Well, they're like, oh my God, look at this. Okay, Michael, what do you think of this hang on my head? And he's like, oh, I like that. No, you don't. You're faking it. Like, no, you don't.
Oh, you fake it, yeah. Dude, I bought these, and I saw them on the Today Show one day. And then I found them online, these, drones that, come in all different colors. And they fly around.
That'd be cool.
Dude, they're super cool.
Yeah.
They fly around, they come back to you. But I think I got scammed. So I found this website, dude, where I found them online. And it keeps emailing me, telling me that they're, stuck in Norway.
It was scammed.
Oh my God!
Well,
I gave him my credit card information and everything.
Well, sometimes that's what you do. I could have got scammed this morning when I got a thing out.
So if anybody gets these flying saucers, man, I'm waiting for these to come in. If I don't get scammed for them,
so it looks like a flying saucer.
Oh yeah, they're cool as shit.
That's for Ty.
All three of them. I got each one.
Oh, how much?
I think they were regularly $88 each.
That's it?
Yeah.
For a drone?
It was like a
wow.
like a toy drone. It's like a stocking stuffer.
How far? Oh wait.
You can do it inside your house and stuff like that. Or
outside.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you meant like a drone that has camera on it and all that shit. Those are way expensive, aren't they?
Cool. Yeah, those are really expensive.
Yeah.
This is like a toy.
Oh, well, you said a drone.
But that's what they're called, the drones. But it's like a toy drone.
We'll say toy drone off the bat.
Toy drone.
So I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
You got some side hustle.
But
those are I'd say $5,000 a piece.
Oh no, I didn't.
You got all three of them. They're gonna break that thing.
Oh shit! I'm like, they're $88 each, but they were on sale for half of that, cool. Maybe.
It's easy to get kids shit probably nowadays, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's this. You could get them those cars that they.
Did you bring me anything today for the holidays or
no?
Oh,
no. I mean, do I?
Oh,
I'm gonna hook.
Dude,
Brody
we
up.
sent you something to the house.
Oh, I sent you. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are those called?
I don't know. My wife sent them.
Nice flowers.
Poinsettias?
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah. We got.
Make your house smell good?
Yeah, we had put it all together.
Where'd you put them? Hopefully you displayed them somewhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah. We put them next to the rest of them that came, Andy.
Oh, were other people sending stuff too?
Oh God, yeah.
Did they?
All my neighbors are so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, very sweet. We got it pretty good out there.
Hey, today's Hanukkah, by the way.
Yeah, happy
Want to
Hanukkah.
say happy Hanukkah to all our listeners.
Happy Hanukkah to you, Andy, and happy Hanukkah to you, Brody. You guys start last night?
I don't really do the.
Did you start last night?
No.
Because what do you do? Did you get a present last night? Why? You don't celebrate it? You celebrate Christmas?
Yeah. You asking me or you asking?
Well, either one of you.
I mean, asking
you celebrate Christmas. I
do. Yeah.
Does anybody in your family celebrate Hanukkah?
In my family, on my side,
yeah.
No.
What about Lori's?
Oh yeah, she's Jewish, dude.
So does she have to? So when you go, do you take the kids over there for Hanukkah?
We're gonna go there Friday night.
Are the kids I know what's going on?
Not really. They just where's my present?
Yeah.
Where's my present?
Oh, I get 8 of them.
No.
Oh yeah, just one.
My wife has this thing this year actually my wife is so into Christmas. She's more into Christmas than I am, dude.
So is mine.
You know, I've converted her to Christmas. She loves Christmas, you know. Yeah. And it's a fun moment for we just love it, dude. It's great. And I obviously always, had Christmas as a kid. But my wife for Hanukkah, they never have gotten 8 presents. It's not like that. But she's doing something where they have to pick something where they have to do an act of kindness for somebody
cool.
for 8 straight days.
Did you celebrate Hanukkah at any time in your life?
Never.
You, Brody? Was it nicer than Christmas? No, okay. All right.
Yeah, no.
I feel like Christmas is more of a build-up, and it's there. It's like that one time you come downstairs, boom, it's the day. Santa left
It's become way too commercialized.
Santa ate the cookies. You're
there's
this
so much
one day.
Pressure. It's so much money.
I feel like Hanukkah's okay, I think it's cool every night, but you probably I think just the build up for Christmas is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The rain, he's coming tonight. Did you hear that? I remember as a kid.
Well, could you imagine? Listen, I don't want to speak for all the Hanukkah kids out there, but all you ever see is Rudolph and Santa Claus, and you're hearing about it in school every day, and it's like, what? It's going to everybody else's house except like it's not stopping by my house. Like fuck Santa. I think you'd be like pretty pissed off if Santa wasn't coming to your house.
It depends on if you're in Jersey and you are all going to school together and you're all doing the same thing.
A lot of Jewish kids in Jersey.
Tons. Yeah. But I think when growing up, my mom and dad did a really good job of celebrating holidays to the right way to get us into them. Mm-hmm. Halloween to Thanksgiving.
Did you celebrate
Christmas.
Hanukkah?
No, we don't have any Jewish.
Well, I just didn't. You didn't have like a.
Dude, I'm from fucking House Springs,
Missouri.
Missouri.
Were there any Jewish kids out there in House Springs?
I've never seen one until I went to Jersey. I don't think so.
You didn't know you
didn't
saw
know.
One.
Yeah, we didn't know.
Well, of course you'd seen one.
Well,
it's not like one of those big. No,
I would have known. No, you go to Jersey, man.
I mean, you act like it's a Sasquatch or something
like
that.
No, but
like,
they all...
I have not seen one of those.
Unorthodox Jews?
I have not seen one.
Unorthodox Jews? Are you kidding? You'll know right away.
Unorthodox. It's Orthodox.
Or Orthodox, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You will know right away. They'll have the yarmulke. They all somewhat dress alike. I went to Jersey, and they all go to the same school, and I'd go through.
Yeah, that's the Orthodox.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay, but when I grew up out there, I don't remember seeing too many African Americans.
Yeah, you didn't have shit out there.
No,
dude.
like
you're like.
But then I went
secluded. But it's not even the real world.
But then we moved in Eureka before high school, and Eureka had kids from the city come in, and then you get
you're like, okay,
not in high school, but in elementary school.
I started
meeting
people.
Grade. I know.
You came home from school, Mom, Dad. I met somebody else.
I swear to God, it happened.
I met somebody.
It was the first time. I was third grade.
Oh my God, Cam's meeting people, guys.
I was in third grade. Yeah, first time I talked to
your parents. Like, what
kid.
are they like?
They grew up in Brentwood.
What do they say?
Don't chirp them like they're ignorant. My mom worked at a fucking Clayton jail.
Well, then she knew what was up, dude.
Get on with yourself.
What do you call her?
Who are you kidding? You're more secluded than I am. Who are you kidding?
Oh, my neighborhood?
So, but it was different where I grew up until I was in third grade, and then you went to Rockwood school districts, and that's when in third grade they had kids from the city come in.
Yeah.
But not out yonder. That's all white.
I'd like you to come to my neighborhood. Just say hello to some people. I was going to take a picture actually for you at the I was driving.
Yeah.
I took my kid to school, and I'm trying to come back, and I always get stuck behind the bus in my neighborhood. And, like, the stop sign, or the bus stop, there's, like, 20 families out there. I just want to take a picture. Shake my,
oh, really?
Here's my neighborhood.
It's multicultural, dude. I love it. It's like living in Windsor. I met so many people when I moved to Windsor and playing, man. We had kids from Iraq and Middle East, and that's when all the war kind of went down. 9/11.
Iraq.
Yes. Serbia to Syria in Windsor, and we went to high school because we went to a public high school up there. They're the coolest.
Serbians are awesome.
Awesome. Girls are good-looking girls, I'm telling you. But that was right when 9/11 was going on. Like, you talk to them, like, they were just they got out of there. They fucking got away from Assad Hussein, and then they came over here, and it was weird. Like,
Saddam Hussein.
And you never talk to people from the Middle East.
You know, they found him, by the way.
Oh, God. He got rocked. Those dictators, boy.
They'll
get you. You're going to get got eventually.
Who do you think's the worst outside of Hitler?
Ever? Oh, way worse than all that. Dude,
how would you rank
Mao was up there. He killed
Wouldn't you say Hitler's number one, dude?
He was the loudest because they had a war.
Who?
Hitler.
Yeah.
They had a war. You know who's the worst? They killed more people than anybody? Who do you think?
More than Hitler?
From Mongolia.
Oh, shit. The Mongolian giant.
Genghis Khan, man. Like
Are you saying that right?
We're all related to him. So Genghis, whatever you want to say. But Hitler was Hitler was on our doorstep, and he manipulated people, and he had a war machine they were so advanced, and it happened so quick. They built it up so fast. They powered through countries,
Wasn't
dude.
Kanye trying to say nice things about
why
him?
even care about him? Like, fuck his stupid ass. Like, if you think, well, Kanye said, who cares? He's a fucking weirdo. Don't listen to people like that. If your politicians are saying something that directly affects you, Kanye doesn't mean fuck from shit. Tell your kids that.
Just don't buy his music.
Don't buy his music. Don't
buy his shoes.
How about just don't take him seriously?
What do you call him, Ye?
I don't know his name. But if you're going to ask that question, there was a lot, Andy.
Is that his name, Ye?
I don't know. Ye.
Oh, it's Ye.
It's Ye?
Ye.
I don't give a
You ever
fuck.
get those new Yeezys? dude.
Probably
You got to get
nice.
probably, but you can't buy them now, dude. I went to dude,
I
it
wouldn't
was
buy them.
okay.
Fuck no.
Here's
It's like
what I
wearing a
was dealing
Confederate
with.
flag.
I went to Dick's Sporting Goods to
Yeah.
Chloe needed something for basketball. She'd never even played basketball, dude. They convinced her to play. This one sport I just really wasn't trying to sign my daughter up to play. Okay, but then Brittany got me into it. I've been talking to Brittany and watching her,
a big fan,
watching her YouTube videos and stuff like that. And
it's funny how she
just
gets
studying
when it's on in the house every night. No wonder she got into it.
Studying the first team all WNBA and just how they play the game and how it's evolved. So I decided to let her play because some of her friends were playing and they asked her. So she needed basketball shoes, so we went there. And the Kyrie Irvings, dude, were like 80% off. I was like, he's like terrible person, like you know, like I guess whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like he said some stupid shit.
Take him seriously.
He was all over the
he's talking to
news.
kids
He
and
was
shit.
suspended and stuff like that from the NBA. I'm like, man, all these shoes are so expensive, but like these are like top of the line shoes, and they're way cheaper than everybody else's shoes because he just said some stupid shit. And Adidas or Nikes, whoever it was, they dropped his ass.
Yeah.
So they had to sell what was remaining.
Well, you're saying ridiculous stuff.
But I couldn't buy the. I couldn't support it, dude.
No.
Even though they were much cheaper. I was like, can I put like tape over it?
No, Andy, because you know what? Somebody at that school or somebody where she's at will look at that and be like,
wearing the
how dare you?
Kyries?
Although, you know, like, well, I mean, yeah. You'd be like, I didn't know.
Yeah. I'd like to make my own shoe, like the Air Strick.
You want to do a lot of stuff, don't you? You think very highly of yourself when it comes to things.
Have my own basketball
You think that I'm
shoes.
like you think very high.
Well, you couldn't make your own shoes.
I mean,
Now you can. You can just customize your own shoes anyway.
I got new shoes, and I got to get.
Your feet, dude, are huge. By the way.
Well, I'm unathletic.
What size are those? Why are they so big?
They're 12. I got big hands and big
But
feet.
they're thick soles, man. She bought you. They're for like old people or something.
But they're Nikes.
They're
Too.
very thick.
I don't care.
You're like, hey, real quick before we get, so you had that video that came out with you and Darcy Tucker. So the announcer who is, Bill Bowen, why am I forgetting?
He's a great announcer.
He's a great announcer, man.
That was my first fight.
And he does an unbelievable job with the Maple Leafs broadcast.
I loved him calling my fights.
And he does a great job calling fights.
Yeah.
But he did say you were 6'5".
That was my first year in the league. I was on the line. Guess who I was on the line with? Did you see?
Rupper?
Alexander McGillney.
Oh, were you?
And Sergey Brelin. I told you I played online with him. Elmo was on a...
Was that fourth line?
Yeah.
So he was playing on the fourth line.
Yes, he was.
I'm sure he was thrilled to be playing.
That was my first fight in the NHL.
Yeah, I know that.
Yep.
We talked to Darcy about that.
So he
he cut you open. That's like really the only fight that I can remember seeing you bleed.
I know. Ripper got me in my nose.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I remember that
Ripping.
too.
Yeah. But that's really, I got cut a couple times.
Mm-hmm. Were you a big bleeder?
Fuck no. I never got a black eye. Like I told you, Brad Winchester, you could fucking wink at him, he'll get a black eye. I wanted a black eyes to go to the bar with.
Oh, me too. Ty's got a black eye. They were playing like at the in the lobby at the rink the other day after practice, like tackling each other, and a kid like elbowed him right in the eye, and he's got like a big black eye.
I got a couple black eyes when I was playing for the Sting and still going to Eureka High School. Mm-hmm. And then you go to school and girls like, what happened? I'm like, I got in a fight in hockey. Yeah. What do you? Oh, I played junior.
They're still not going with you to the prom. To homecoming.
I didn't go.
Still not getting your number.
What's that?
Still not decorating your locker like they used to do for us back in the day.
It's all good. I was in a weird spot though, like trying to prove myself in high school. Like I'm not gonna lie, but I was athletic and stuff like that.
You're still a little bit down right now. Listen, I want 2023 for you to be a great year.
Yeah, I'm all right. Well, am I down? What do you mean I'm down?
I'm just a little down today, and I understand it. I'm not gonna try to get you up because you've been going through a lot of shit. And I know it's been hard. And
I've been hitting this vape pen right here and fucking just chilling.
Well, you're just very down.
What do you
quiet today.
Well, you say dumb things sometimes, and it's like I don't even know how to
don't
like
blame
respond.
it on me. Don't
like
blame
I'm gonna do this. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay,
don't blame it on me.
I remember my day. I'm like, okay,
I'm just gonna try to.
So,
are you a coffee drinker?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't have any today, did
yes,
you?
Yes, I did. Been up since 4:30, brother.
Oh my god,
it was cold this morning.
It's very cold. Yeah, but I like the cold, man. It feels good. It's actually good for your body to shock your body with some cold.
To jump in the goddamn gold. Damn right you do.
Take a bird bath.
Yes, jump in that. Now, don't have a heart attack in the process.
Well, hell no.
So you can't just be like.
Do you know
if your heart's kind of fucked up, I don't know what that's going to do.
You're not supposed to jump into the pool. You know that.
Dude, you know what I do on a weekend?
No, you're supposed to like dip your toe in there and then slowly immerse your body into the water because the temperature of the water temperature will shock your body and shock your system, Cam.
Man, on weekends, I go down rabbit holes on YouTube. Like
Rabbit
holes on YouTube. Man, and I look up like weird, I love I don't love it, but disasters, man, I was watching some of these like shipwrecks from back in the day. I don't know why. Sometimes I just get on these obsessed with this. Why did this go down the way it did? And God, some of these wrecks that happened on the Atlantic and some of the horrible decisions by captains and man, oh man, I listened to this one. It was just the worst possible scenario ever. I just go down these weird things and I'll find something else. I cut off the news.
That's a waste of time.
No, it's not. It's interesting as hell, and it always gets popped up in different things. I forgot what exactly, but like I get away from the news and stuff on the weekends and only watch sports and shit that's interesting on YouTube where there's different documentaries, different things like this. Like I watch little.
You watch YouTube on the TV or on the computer?
No, on my phone. But I look up a guy on like little quick hits on Instagram about just different little facts about the world, like countries that are bigger than what you think. Like I don't know.
Give me one.
Saudi Arabia, gigantic.
They got a lot of money over there.
Madagascar,
Madagascar.
Huge. Indonesia. Gigantic.
Oh, absolutely.
Goes all the way across the United States if you compare it.
I know.
Indonesia.
I would love to go to
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Where those fucking
right next to Australia.
Those fucking dragons are, boy. They'll get you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The kimono?
Yeah. Whew. Scary.
I've seen a couple of those recently.
Did you wrestle one, you said?
I have.
Yeah. It got you a couple times.
Kimono.
I think it's got poison coming down. Hardcore.
I will say Kevin Hayes, he got benched.
Oh, yeah, Tortorella thing. And D'Angelo, what happened to him?
So, I don't know, Tony. So, Tony D'Angelo, I don't know what happened with Tony. We'll have to find out. So, Torts is just laying it down. But listen, I understand Kevin Hayes is, like, tight with some people. And, like, he's the Boston guy. He's going to have a lot of people who are going to rally behind him. He's been through some personal shit, too. Yeah. Not saying that's initiating why people are going to have his back regardless. Like, he's a very popular guy. Like, friends of his really like him. Teammates really like him. Yeah. Apparently, he's like their leading scorer with the Flyers, too. Yeah. I don't know why Torts is healthy scratching him. It is what it is. I mean, he must have a reason.
Was it a healthy, or is it he just
healthy scratch?
He get benched in a third.
Healthy scratch. I don't know if people are going to have his back. I don't know. I mean, I guess Torts probably has a reasoning for why he would do that. But, it is what it is, man. Torts he's going to say, hey, listen, I'm in charge of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Philadelphia.
They don't have this, like the players haven't done enough they could put their foot down.
The word about Philly, like last year, was that they didn't have like a great locker room. Maybe they're lacking some leadership.
Who's banged up still with them?
Well, the defenseman, man. I mean,
Who
they got Atkinson. You know?
He's been banged up too.
They got what's his name? Who went second overall? Van Beesbrook. Or not Van Beesbrook, but Van Riemsdyk. I mean, they've had a bunch of guys who have been, they've had a shit ton of injuries. And they won some games early in the year, and people maybe got a little bit too excited. Their goaltending obviously was playing at a real high level to begin the season. Carter Hart.
He got banged up, yeah.
So
I think that sometimes, like Torts, man, I don't know.
Let me ask you this, though. So Keith Yandel, who's one of Kevin Hayes' best friends, right?
Yeah.
He comes out. He probably wouldn't do a video like this if it was another player. So you always got to keep that in mind. Like, it's his boy. And he's coming out and defending his boy, which is all good, man. You want to defend your boy. But, like, it's not like he's advocating just for Kevin Hayes not to be scratched just because it's Kevin Hayes. It's like it's his buddy, right? And he was there last year, so he probably has a good feel. But he said something that I thought was interesting where he said maybe, hey, he's watched games. He said that he feels like they're being outcoached, so now he's tried to flip script.
Yeah.
And he's saying that Torch should be a healthy scratch. You ever see you ever think a coach should be a healthy scratch?
I mean, that's ridiculous. I think, he's putting on a show. He said something the other day too that kind of blew up a little bit. Maybe he was chirping the Devils or something. I don't know. It's all good. I kind of like that. I like people that are loud. Be loud, Yandel. Keep doing your shit, man. Mm-hmm. It's different.
Yeah.
Don't be like everybody else. Say crazy fucking shit. Now I'm gonna watch. Now I'm actually gonna listen now. But, like, I like that kind of stuff. I like what Biz and fucking Reaver did the other day. You could fucking go toe-to-toe a little bit.
I thought Reaver didn't have a comeback,
Well, he's playing a hockey game, and he's in warm-ups. He's not supposed to be that witty there, dude. Right. Like, he's got a goddamn game to play. Yeah, he hasn't scored, but Biz Biz didn't do. Biz understands he could chirp like that. That's not offensive. You could beat a guy because you went through the same shit. He grinded it. Biz doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I could chirp you for that. Like maybe if Ace did it, he'd be like, fuck, okay, I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't give a fuck about that either.
Hey, I think Ace gave himself the nickname, by the way.
He did. I talked about this about a year ago.
I know, but I also asked Liam McHugh because he came on on my radio show, actually, and I said, whenever a player played a long time, because Anson Carter played for a long time, but no one ever called him Ace throughout his entire career, as far as I remember.
I knew it before.
So now he's calling himself Ace, and he'll be like, Kaner, it's Ace. And Kaner's like, who can't even see who's talking to him, is like, did they get somebody new? Like, who is Ace?
I know, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We've talked.
We've talked about this.
I still get texts from people that will send me videos.
Now, let me ask you this.
Videos of him
about
hey,
Reaver.
Here's Ace.
Listen, I covered Reaver for a long, long time. Yeah. And listen,
just doing
Reaver loves the attention, right? And there is a reason why he kind of like bounces around from team to team to team. I think at some point in time, maybe it gets a little bit too much. Yeah. The narrative's always the same. Whenever Ryan Reaves arrives, it's like, well, he's the reason like why a team starts playing well and they get a lot of energy, and I'm sure he impacts that. There's no doubt that he does. He brings a different type of energy to an NHL dressing room, and I really like that about Reaver. But I think every organization gets to a point where it's like, okay, now the expiration date has come. It's time to move on from Reaver. Yeah. He goes somewhere else.
Go grind it then.
Played for a lot of different teams now, right?
Yeah.
The Santa Claus thing in warm-up. I mean, it's something you can do when you're winning and you're feeling good. And Minnesota's winning right now, man. I'll give them credit. Like, I think they're better than people maybe thought they were.
Lou wouldn't have
Right. And Billy Guerin, he can kind of play ball. I guarantee you that's not completely Billy Guerin's cup of tea either, though. Knowing Billy, listen, he can be like, you know what? If the guys like it and it makes everybody feel, all right, I can go along with that. But it's not exactly like,
I'll tell you this,
Billy Guerin's cup of tea. So they start losing games, man. That type of shit would not fly.
So let me tell you, because I was a clown in a locker room, and
would you wear a Santa Claus beard on the ice and warm up?
I had to do things that maybe the coach wanted me to do, or maybe Lou wanted me to do, giving speeches before Stanley Cup playoffs, stuff like that, right before they won the ice. So I was like, but I know this, being in that position, sometimes the guys get sick of it too. Yeah. Like it's too much. Meaning they're there to play, you're fucking wearing that, they're fucking pissed off at something, now you're in there fucking, and it's good but you don't, it's like the crowd's there anyway. When you go fucking rock a guy, like you did that game, and you put on a fucking show, okay, you do your thing, but you ain't doing anything, and you're loud. Like it just, guys aren't always in the kind of mindset that Reaver's in. Like I come in like, and it's good for them, but sometimes you need to chill out because guys are in such a fucking deep state of mind. They don't want to see that from you. They don't want to hear, don't be too fucking loud. They don't need to, don't wear this. Don't be a distraction because guys are like,
let me give you an example.
You get what I'm saying?
Let me give you an example. Rick Tocchet, old school dude. What did he say on the set that night on TNT?
I don't know. Because
all Ace kept bringing up was Ryan Reaves. Every time he turned around, he kept bringing up Ryan Reaves.
Was that the night he was crushing guys?
Yeah, but like, I don't know if it was the same night as that game. I don't think it was. Okay. It was the night that Biz interviewed him and stuff like that, where he missed the empty netter, and he almost scored his first goal of the season. Reaver did, but he had some big hits in the game, though. Don't get me wrong.
That was that game.
I don't know if it was quite like who just got tossed over the bench the other day
from Ovi.
Ovi just crushed somebody, dude. Timmins. But anyway, Tocchet was like,
what do you say?
Why do you keep bringing up Ryan Reaves? I mean, like they got a lot of great things going for the Minnesota Wild, and the reason as to why they're winning every single night. You keep bringing up Ryan Reaves. What about Kaprizov? What about all these other guys? What about, it's like, stop bringing up Ryan Reaves.
Stop bringing up, he's a sideshow right now.
So I think,
in a good way,
like Tocchet and some of those guys are like, they see the big picture and they're like, okay, yeah, it's cute and everything, whatever. But like, let's not go overboard about a fourth line guy who maybe isn't playing a huge role, isn't playing a ton of minutes, even though he is. Like, let's talk about the real reason as to why they're winning games and who's playing well and who's contributing to this team, playing some really good hockey.
If you're fucking guys up like that, though, like, it is what it is. Like,
you
maybe Biz owned you a little bit on shit, but you rocked guys. If he doesn't do that, though, and he's loud and shit like that, the guys will be like, what the fuck? But you can't be loud like that every night. It's his first time there. He owns the crowd now. Like, that's why they're kind of letting him do.
That was his first home game?
Well, no, first couple. I'm just saying, like, he owns the crowd now.
Yeah.
Like, he got the crowd. Like, I get that part of it. But damn, but on the other hand, you don't have to talk about them the whole fucking time. There's other people fucking doing shit.
I don't remember ever seeing a player wear a Santa Claus beard during warm up.
I remember. Okay, I remember.
They don't even do that in football. Or
I remember
basketball
Willie
or
Mitchell having a long stick one time.
Yeah, but that was like to honor somebody.
Was that a Chara thing, chirping him or something? Was that a selfish thing, or was that like a charity?
No, Zuccarello, he had he used a super long stick. It might have been even like an all-star game or something like that.
Yeah, but I don't mind. But like if you're that guy, the guys are trying to make they're grinding it. Like it's like I annoyed guys, man. I remember a couple. I did. I remember when I was young, I was too kind of getting a little too much, and I annoyed Lipper, Jamie Langenbrunner, Jason Weimer. Fucking yelled at me one time. And I'm like, damn, I got to calm the fuck down. And a couple guys like, dude, I just remember.
Yeah, but you're a young guy then. Reaver's established, dude. He's been around for almost 1,000 games.
But on the other hand, it's the same difference. Like you can't, like you gotta. These guys fucking, their personality's not loosey goosey on warm-ups like you are.
Yeah, but he's an alpha male on the ice, and he's the alpha male off the ice though too.
That's why he's
doing
what
I'm saying. So
sometimes you can be annoying.
But
that's all.
You mentioned his hitting, like that. That's where Ryan Reeves. That's his natural way of playing, dude. That's where he has a real impact on the game. This is who Ryan Reeves was in junior. This is who Ryan Reeves was when he first turned pro and he's playing in the American Hockey League. He was never a fighter.
No,
he hardly fought in junior. He hardly fought in the American League. Didn't start fighting until he realized that he pretty much had to do that to establish himself in the National Hockey League.
Hey, he doesn't like fighting now.
But I remember watching him play in Peoria, going down to watch.
Yeah.
I'd never seen anyone hit harder and more ever than watching this guy play in the American Hockey League. He would absolutely truck guys.
He'd kill guys.
Kill guys.
And that's why that you got.
He's a great hitter, man.
He's a really good hitter, and he's doing it clean. Like he doesn't elbow guys that much. Like you could Cam here, but I know. But the way he has big time old school hits still, he still does it right. And that's why I did that little clip where Jason, give you a little shout out, Jay Bird, wanted me to do. I'm like, oh, it was horrible. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. Like the guy, it was like the dude had his head up his ass. And some guys clipped off right at this last second. He's looking at it. I'm like, that doesn't count, dude. If you put yourself in that situation, you ain't paying attention. He got you. That changed. That put two guys. He didn't have another hit. That put two guys down. Then somebody had to fight him and get 5 minutes off. It was fucking one of their better defensemen had to fight him and then fall. Then he does the fight. Like, are you kidding?
All right, a couple things I want to roll through. I like this Wi-Fi, man. I will say this. Wi-Fi reminds me of Milan Lucic when Lucic first came into the league, not because they play the same or because Wi-Fi is going to have the type of career that Lucic had. I'm not comparing their games.
Yeah, easy on that.
What I'm saying is when Lucic came into the league, he would fight anybody as a young kid, and he did really well in a lot of those fights. Like, I remember him fighting Billy Guerin and cutting him open. I remember when Billy was, obviously an established vet. Barrett Jackman,
Lucci beat the fuck out of people.
All these guys. Wi-Fi in the modern game, which is completely different, right? I mean, he doesn't have the same type of guys that he's fighting, right?
Yeah, right. Not even close.
But in terms of being legit tough for a 21-year-old to come in and just be like, he kind of has like a street toughness vibe to him. You know what I mean?
Just like a good country boy.
Like,
I don't know if he's a country.
I feel like he hasn't had like the silver spoon path to get into the NHL.
Okay, I get you.
He's kind of had to grind his way in. He's like, yeah, I'm not here for show. I'm a legit tough guy. Yeah. So if you want to go, I'm gonna go. Let's do it, and I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you, and then whatever. For the modern, I'm just saying the game's changed, dude. You know what I mean?
You're right, and I like that comparison because to the modern age, easy on the Lucic thing.
Lucic came in. He's like, what you want?
He was hurting
guys,
breaking their skull, fighting Johnny Erskine toe to toe, fighting monsters.
Yeah, but those guys aren't around. You know what I mean?
No, I know, but like Wi-Fi wouldn't be doing that.
What I'm saying is, you got to understand the comparison.
I see the difference how they punch.
I hadn't seen another 20, 21-year-old come in who just is like, what? I'm like,
I'll do my thing,
and I'll fuck you up.
Yeah. Is he hit guys?
I don't know, man.
Well, that's a big difference.
Yeah, I'm just saying, since Lucic, I'm talking from a fighting standpoint.
Okay.
2021, like, what? You want to fight? I'm going to fuck you up, basically. In the modern
age, because he's not throwing that hard.
No.
And I'm being and look, I'm
the
critical.
Maroon fight though. Maroon had
Patty's
Patty's not listen, but he had no answer for him either though. It was just a kind of one-sided type thing.
He needs to ragdoll some sons of bitches and catch him and put some guys down with some hits.
Well, who did he fight in his first fight?
When he threw the Lucic thing out, man, you got to remember Lucic was breaking glass.
I'm talking about the confidence, dude.
Okay. There you go.
It's the confidence.
Right. I know, but
of a young kid. I'm not. I prefaced it by saying I'm not comparing it at all. I'm just talking about the age they're coming into the league and the swagger and confidence that they present.
I like him, Andy. I don't mean to be that critical. And when it comes to that stuff, I'm just like, easy when these new guys come in, you're like, you know.
Yeah, but who did he fight in his first fight? Delorier.
Yeah. Delorier's tough,
and he handled Delorier that was like the first one. So he's
there, man.
So it's not like he's just fighting guys that he knows he can. He's like taking on what we'd consider in today. Like he'll fight. Like I bet you Reeves will say, "Okay, I'll fight." Yeah. He'd fight Reeves too.
I bet he will. Yeah, he should. If you're doing it, you gotta go the big boy.
He's like street.
Hey, why wouldn't you do it? Wi-Fi? Like if I'm you, and Reaver comes to town, get him.
That's right.
If I'm Wi-Fi, and I hope he's listening. If I'm going against Reaver, I know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to try to come in and swipe my hands away and grab his own grip and get a couple in off the bat and get me wound up because he's very strong. Reaver does not want to get punched. He doesn't want to get punched. He doesn't get punched. He doesn't want to go for a long time. And he also doesn't want to throw his lefts. But he's goddamn strong. And he's tricky because he'll come at you and you'll sit back and you'll miss and he'll grab you and ragdoll you.
He throws hard.
He throws hard and he'll hurt you. So if I'm Wi-Fi, take your time, get in there, grab his right, and throw lefts on him. Force him to throw lefts on you.
Okay.
And drag the fight out. Fight your fight against him. And then if you have a good one with him, now you're King Dick in fucking Montreal. Go do it.
Yeah, he's already on his way.
Anyway.
He's got the great nickname too.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
He's got a story behind him.
Yeah, I like him, dude. He's got the name. He's got the fucking look. He's doing his thing. He's getting his confidence. Go be a fucking shit kicker, dude. NHL will love you. You kidding? You'll be, hell yeah. And now you're in Montreal. Like, be King Dick.
I hope Reaver would give him a fight.
He will.
It's good for the game.
Damn right. Go bring some old school shit back. Now you got to be able to play. And that's why I asked if he could hit. Can you hit? You have to be able to hit consistently because these fights, they're cool and they're fun sometimes. But if you can't hit consistently and you're not putting up points, fights only go so far. You got to bring a different element.
The Devils are starting to slide. I mean, I hate to even say that because they've been so good. So you can't maintain playing at that pace. So, like, I want to see if they really, really slide. Rangers are picking it up. It's the same thing, man. They're like it's like the opposite. It's like they're so talented. Yeah, everyone goes through their shit.
They do.
The Blues are going through it right now. Now they play tonight, so who knows how that's going to go.
Going through a better time.
But you know but now they're winning games after losing. But like you look at the roster, nobody should be surprised when you see them playing good hockey and when they're winning. Like this is who you thought that they were when the season started and coming into the season. So like the Devils, listen, they're not going to maintain what they've done all year long. The Rangers had a really good season last year. They got a bunch of damn good players. They got elite talent. So nobody should be shocked when all of a sudden they start getting their shit together and they start winning games, you know?
Yeah, I get that, man.
So
there's ebbs and flows of the season. Guys get banged up. Guys get fucking worn out in this time. You get a little holiday break. Then you go through real dog days in January and February especially. But then you see the light in the tunnel, man, and you grind it out until fucking game time, big boy game.
Tage Thompson, I want to give him a shout out, man. I haven't seen anybody do what he's doing maybe ever.
Well, I mean,
no.
Connor McDavid.
No. Connor McDavid did it at 18. He didn't wait like 4 or 5 years and all of a sudden just become like this incredible.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm gonna flip a switch and now I'm the best player in the league.
Oh, okay.
Like what?
Yep. I get what you're saying, Andy. Good point.
Like where'd this come from?
I know. Remember him here?
No, I'm not just saying this.
Don't
search my tweets.
Oh, okay.
Search my tweets right now.
I believe you.
I believe you. At Andy Strickland, Tage Thompson, and to see all the shit that comes.
I believe you.
The first time I saw this guy play at a prospect camp, I was like, "Holy shit! I've never seen anyone shoot the puck like this ever."
But he didn't put it together.
I'm tweeting it out. He goes to Traverse City. He's playing on the same team as Kyrou and Thomas and all these guys. He leads the entire tournament in scoring. Mike Yeo was the head coach when Tage Thompson was trying to break into the NHL. We used to have these like meetings and stuff like that, and Yeo would talk and before games. And I liked Mike. I got along with Mike very well. Nice guy. Very nice. Yep. He just didn't have that commanding kind of like presence sometimes that you see from other coaches. I've covered Joel Quenneville and now Berube, Ken Hitchcock, like some of these guys, Andy Murray. They just kind of have a significant
Andy?
He had a presence about him. He commanded the room. Andy Murray commanded the room.
Not when Walt was in there.
Andy Murray may have been full of shit a lot of times, or maybe.
In what room are you talking about? The press room?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a different story.
Yeah. He commanded.
I like Andy. We got to get him on.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Like, you may not have agreed with everything he said, and one time, Andy Murray, he kicked everybody out of the press conference after a game, right when it started.
Right. I remember
when he saw me in there. He kicked everybody out, and he had my story in his hand. And he said he didn't curse, and he starts like cursing at me about what I had written about David Perron, actually. Because he was kind of like shitting on David Perron a little bit.
Well, at that point, David Perry was immature.
I know.
I love him.
But anyway.
1,000 games, man.
But anyway, Mike Yeo would like, everything was always Tage Thompson's. Like, he kind of would like be a little hard on Tage Thompson behind the scenes. It was always Tage's fault. I was like, and I just hate it when coaches are always, that's the easy guys, the easy target when it's the young player. But what about when you have veteran guys that are underachieving, aren't getting the job done? Why is it always the young guy's fault, And that's why it's like, that's why I always defend a guy like Jordan Kyrou. Jordan Kyrou's got so much talent and whatever. It's like he's the easy target because he's younger. Like, this guy was a second-round pick. He wasn't a top 10 pick. He wasn't a top 15 pick. Wasn't even a top 20 pick. He's a second-round pick.
For $64 million.
No,
that's why.
But I'm saying, like, it takes, but they younger players.
Are you talking about this
guys
year?
are getting the contracts at a much younger age, but it still takes time to truly develop and to break certain habits and become like this perfect hockey player that everyone wants him to be.
But Jordan Kyrou already had some great games. You know what no one knew what Tage was yet. Your prospect camp, who gives a fuck? There's guys that dominated that we've never even seen ever. Doesn't matter. But when he was here, he didn't do anything. Like, he didn't do anything.
Yeah, but if you watched him, you knew that this guy
had
had
it. But Andy, but you've also seen guys like Barry Tallickson. Remember that guy? He's played for the Devils. I played with him. 6'6", had all the talent in the world. Didn't put it together. That happens all the time. So you always have that in the back of your head. Now he put it together. Like, he's doing things. He wasn't doing what he's doing now in the show anywhere. Like,
who's that?
Tage. You probably saw him shoot. Damn, he's got a good shot. Oh, he made a good play there.
No,
but he didn't do it consistently and completely dominate the game with confidence.
But I remember
it's hard to
his couple things. His freshman season in college, he went to a small school, went to UConn. Okay, he was still a first-round pick. Like, remember that. Tage Thompson was still a first-round pick. Freshman season, he like led the nation in like power play goals. Like, that's one thing he could always do is shoot. He played in the World Juniors on a line to start the tournament with Clayton Keller. I remember talking to Clayton and Clayton being like, "This guy is sick. He's unbelievable. I don't know why they're splitting us up." Like, he wanted to play with Tage. And all of a sudden, they split them up, and then they weren't playing together as the tournament progressed. It may have been the U18s and the World Juniors. I don't know, one or the other. I remember talking to Clayton about this during the tournament. So, listen, that's why Buffalo, I just wonder who
Why
really...
aren't you a scout?
Huh?
Why aren't you scout?
They probably knew. They knew he was going to be great. People shouldn't be overly surprised. You think Donnie Granato's surprised that Tage Thompson's a great NHL player right now?
I
He
know.
saw him play back at the program.
And
Dude, you can shoot
right.
the puck like that. Comes from hockey lineage. His dad's a coach.
Did you see it that much in his time here, though? Did you really see it on a regular basis? Like, this guy's getting better.
Scouting, in my opinion, and coaching and the way these teams are nowadays, it's like a product of our society, man. Like, everyone needs that instant gratification. And no one's truly...
I'm not saying that.
No, I'm just saying, like, not everybody's the perfect player. Not everybody's going to be McDavid or Crosby and show up and start producing right off the bat. And it's going to take time.
But there's a progression that you see that might not be that fast, but you see it like, okay, he's getting there. I just don't think that was developed quick enough for them to hold off on getting rid of him, although it all worked out.
No, I understand that. I'm not blaming, hey, listen, the Blues got Ryan.
And I'm not saying
to this day, I'll never say the Blues lost that trade.
You want to, dude, they
didn't lose that trade.
Dude, you want a goddamn cup.
Did I see Tage Thompson being like a top 5 scorer in the league?
Yeah,
No.
No, I get you.
Okay. Did I see him being a 50-goal scorer? No. But did I think he could be like an NHL All-Star? And did I know that he could like had an unbelievable shot? The way he scores goals, Cam, like he scores goals all different ways, but like his shot, like he's got. I said this last year on Twitter, and people were chirping me last year when I said he's got a top 5 release in the league today. And people are like coming at me like, oh, he's got a better release than this guy and this guy and this guy. I'm like, yeah, he does. This is last year.
Yeah.
Because everyone always
Andy's right on it. Brody, we got to clip all these Andy's right things. I want you to, why don't you just do something back before it happens? Just film yourself and back. This is what's going to happen with this guy. Like, and everybody's going to be like, and all of a sudden.
Predict the future.
And then predict the future. Just do it.
Well, but it's got to happen organically. I don't know.
If you feel it in your soul, say it, and then it'll be pretty funny. People will bash him back. I told you.
Hey, find that tweet, Brody, and put it out there.
Put it out there. Find that mug, dude.
And read the comments.
Yeah, See, I always stick up for Andy. Like I will with that.
Well, you were trying to chirp me a second ago.
Well, no, but
I'm not.
There is a lot of times.
But I'm not trying to pump my own tires by saying that, Kim. I'm just saying like
I just got to chirp you a little bit because if you're listening, you're like I'm just saying you hear that a lot from people.
I'm just saying I had a chance to watch him skate at 18 against his peers, man, and you just knew that he was head and shoulders above everybody else.
I think I denounced him because he had such a bad interview with me, and he didn't laugh when I told him I beat his dad up in junior.
He doesn't have that type of personality.
Yeah, I don't know. He's like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh.
But his dad was cool. His dad used to always tell me about it. He's like, oh,
Trent?
yeah, I've got this.
What's his name?
Brent.
Brent, yeah.
He said, I got this 97. Because the 97s in St. Louis were, like, dominating. Yeah. He's like, I got this 97 who plays for Team Illinois.
Yeah.
Tage,
man. Yeah, dude. 6'5". I mean, shit.
He's fucking good, though, man.
His wife go through something?
I think she had cancer in the leg or something. Yeah. But they have a baby and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty young, and he's still.
Yeah, he's 25.
Damn.
That's all I'm saying. Even at Cairo, like, everyone always
he was playing like shit.
No, he was. But he was still getting 2 or 3 grade A chances a game, and they just weren't going in. All I'm saying is everyone wants the perfect player.
Well, if you're screaming that Doug Armstrong had how about you could chirp him in the moment? Because he wasn't getting back, and he was like kind of like half-assing things, and he'd be good, and he'd do this.
Yeah, but they were also trying to force a chemistry that wasn't there with he and Ryan O'Reilly.
That's cool, but optically, like if you watch him, like it was frustrating for a while, and then fans
playing with his boy Robert Thomas, and things change very quickly.
Then he goes out there, and he's the best player on the ice. He's noticeable as hell. Mm-hmm. He's good, man. He really is. But like, if fans are chirping you in the moment, they're chirping you in the moment. But when fans say this is a way, like then it's like settle down, give him time.
But here's the difference: chirp him for playing like shit.
Yeah,
because he's going to have bad games again, Cam.
No doubt.
Where you can chirp him again.
Of course.
But don't judge the next 8 years based on the first 6 games of the season.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And he ain't making that money yet anyway.
He's not even making the money yet, and you're going to judge the next contract. This guy last season at 23 or whatever just put up like 77 points.
Yeah, I thought it was 83 points.
No, he didn't have 83.
Okay, whatever.
But he missed a bunch of games down the stretch. And
that's where it's going right now. If you put that kind of points up, fastest guy in the league, he's not. Connor McDavid's the fastest guy in the league.
But he's among the fastest players.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But when people say
Jordan, you watched McDavid the other night.
Thank you.
He's like.
Can we tell people that real quick?
McDavid's the most. He's the greatest player I've ever seen in my life.
So people are like, Cam, what are you talking about? Jordan Kyrou beat him in the All. That doesn't mean shit. Now I know his time was great, and Connor McDavid. If you watch him, is the fastest guy in the league by a mile. He's got the puck. He's even without the puck, he breaks away from people more than anybody else. It's unbelievably noticeable. I don't give a fuck what anybody says on what you could do and race around when you guys all went out the night before. Mm-hmm. I don't give a shit. I love it for St. Louis, and it's great for Kyrou. Got a lot of attention. Connor McDavid is the fastest guy in the league.
He's the fastest guy in the league. And I'm not saying he's the greatest player to ever play. But what I'm saying is when you watch him play, I have never seen a better hockey player with my own eyes in my entire life. I
remember a couple guys came on the scene hard. Like Pavel Bure came on the scene hard, homeboy.
He had his 5 years, man, where he was just incredible.
Pavel Bure.
Still not as good as what this guy
I think
is.
It's kind of like Bure was, man, he was really good, He was so loud. But, like, I think Connor's more detailed and
Oh, he's just
playmaker.
It's hockey.
Yeah,
I mean, he ain't. Listen, Connor McDavid's not going out with Anna Kournikova at night. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I know. He's not trying to keep up with that Russian.
No,
lifestyle.
he's like looking at his terrible view outside, thinking about the next game already.
He's looking at. And it was Andy that said that. He's looking at his backyard full of power lines.
He's looking at his nuclear power plant.
He's looking at a power plant in the backyard.
Thinking about how he's going to put up 5 points the next
Thinking
night.
about, I'm going to have to keep making more money so I can sell this thing and take a huge loss and find a better place.
Exactly. Thinking
cool,
trying to find an asbestos lawyer.
I know. It's under power lines.
Come on, Connor.
We love you, man.
That's the best they got in Edmonton.
He can do whatever he
You couldn't
wants.
get prime real estate.
Man, I'm a Hoosier. It's all good.
Hey, but he is the greatest player I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's going to have the career that Gretzky had. I'm not going there. Because obviously they need more than McDavid and Draisaitl for that damn team. Darnell Nurse, the most overrated defenseman in the game.
He gets beaked a lot, too.
He's making 9+.
Yeah.
What? Darnell Nurse, the most overrated defenseman.
He's getting chirped by people,
in
too.
the league. Hey, people want to chirp like Colton Parayko and stuff like that, and I get it.
I know, but
he's making 6.5.
Yeah.
And he's a better defender
than
Darnell Nurse.
Yeah, he is. I know.
So,
that's a big like Darnell Nurse not walking the power play. He's not like shimmy shaking like Carlson.
Mm-hmm.
Like Carlson takes the puck. He's making a little bit more. But like
Carlson got to 700 points, man. I'll give him a shot.
I'm just saying, like, the big boys that are making 9 stuff, the defenseman wise, like they own the ice.
Big boy territory.
They own
the
ice.
$9 million.
Brent Burns is own. Petro owns the ice. A little shout out to Petro too, by the way.
Oh yeah,
we're thinking about you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, Petro and I, when we're playing together, we're both single, and both of our wives used to cheer for the Rams, and my wife was a little bit older, and then we went to a bar, and I brought Kate out for a date, and he brought little Janie out for a date, and they connected, and we wheeled them for the first time together. And now we're married.
You hadn't met Kate until that night?
I didn't.
She didn't come to the party with you?
This was like a night after a game. This is one of the first times I've taken Kate to a game where my buddies took her to a game, and we're trying to wheel her. Mm-hmm. And Petro took Janie, who he met, and they knew each other from Rams cheerleading. Mm-hmm. And then we met out at a bar, and we wheeled them together, and now we're both married.
Wow.
That's a cute story. She's adorable.
Kate could have been Petro's wife.
I know. No, but she was older.
I mean, just think what her bank account would
young.
look like right now.
If she
just would have taken a few more steps.
Oh God, yeah, but I make her laugh every day. And you know what? Kate's sitting with the puppies, with her mom right now, painting the bathroom with the puppies and Boo Boo cruising.
The cat's in the way.
I think she's okay.
Listen, there's cat hair all over the floor. There's cat, and
Boo's been pukey kitty lately, and I don't like it.
I feel like if I went to Cam's house and I had a black T-shirt on, when I got off the couch, there'd be dog hair all over my back.
Yeah, there will be. If I rolled around, I'll get home and...
you need to de-shed those dogs.
No, Kate cleans
You got to brush them, dude.
They have thin little...
You brush the dogs?
You can't brush them.
No?
Worry about your goddamn dog. Seriously, dude, because
Blay... You got to admit. Let me show you a picture of Blay.
This is great for the podcast. No, show me a picture of Blay, and then I get back. Oh, cool.
I
know what he looks like, man. Listen, I'm going to look out the window, and I'm going to see 15 Blay.
No, you won't.
Because everybody has a golden doodle. Everybody in your neighborhood has a golden doodle. Andy, he goes, he's a cutie, and I love little Blay. I love him. He's a cutie, man.
I actually need to bring him over to your house.
I like rescuing doggies, man. Right?
I rescued his ass. He's a farm dog. He's a farm dog.
He's a golden doodle in a suburbial... He's a golden doodle.
I got him from a farm.
He's
a farm, but he'll always have that in him.
He's a Clayton. You're a Clayton dog. You're a Ledoux dog. Everybody has a golden doodle. They're cute as hell.
You know how many golden doodles
great with kids.
Are in my neighborhood?
A billion.
Actually,
every one of them.
My wife took Blay to get his picture taken with Santa.
Hey, I know. Oh. How many golden doodles were there?
You know how many golden doodles were there? Everything was like a doodle.
1 out of 3. And
even if
my
it's
neighbors,
a bulldog,
in my
it's
neighborhood
a bulldog
too.
doodle.
Hey, my neighborhood too. Golden doodles out the wazoo.
Everywhere.
Now, my old neighborhoods, you got. Now, I rather have a golden doodle, but out when I lived out yonder, there's all kinds of crazy.
I'm looking for
crazy
a
dogs.
Bernie doodle. Is my next dog.
Why don't you rescue a puppy? like we did.
Because I thought about it. But you know what?
Too scary for you. Roll of dice. I get that.
Well, I want to give a shout out to my friend. I don't want to say who it is, but he's a good friend of yours too, and he's my boy. And I hope his kid's doing okay because his kid they had a foster dog and his kid got attacked by the dog.
That's what I mean. If you have kids, like, and you can always take it. If you
so
know,
you just never know.
Hey,
man.
my old dog Callie. Like, if we had kids, you couldn't.
Dude, who was that? Oh yeah, that dog that lived with your parents.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Callie? Live with me, but
yeah, I know.
Yeah, but then
and then when you moved out to Old Folkville, you left it at your parents' house.
Couldn't do it. Yeah.
That dog you said would attack me if I walked into the house.
Oh.
Hey, you know who else passed away?
Fuck yes.
You know who else passed away? What dog?
Who?
Twisters.
Oh yeah, man.
That little Ray Lewis thing. That Ray Lewis looking dog. This thing looked like Ray Lewis on 4 legs. I thought I was done.
That's when Twister took the 2 guns out and put Andy downtown, Chinatown. A little scary. I
saw Twister at a holiday party. We're gonna go back out there for part 2.
We love
he says he doesn't want to talk any hockey this time though.
All right.
I said, well, neither do we. I mean, we already talked about your career.
We're gonna have to edit some things out.
All right. Anything you want to say to the listeners, man?
Man, appreciate all the love. You guys are awesome. Keep listening. Keep helping the sponsors. Helps us out. Hope you guys have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all that good jazz. Don't stress yourself out.
No, do not.
Get your mind right. Get your feet up. Enjoy your children and your lovely wife. Or if you're single, just do your thing, man. Mm-hmm. Do your thing. Enjoy yourself.
And so the next couple of weeks, we're taking a little bit of time off. We're going to have our best of.
Yeah.
After this episode.
There'll be a ton of good stuff.
For the last week of December, and then obviously with New Year's starting up, man. And here's what it's all about. And actually, I had some people actually come up to me at the bar the other day and be like, dude, do you guys ever thought about just doing a show where it's just you and Cam and you don't even have a guest? I said, yeah, maybe we could.
We just did.
But we like having it.
We're on for 2 hours. I'm looking to walk. Like,
well,
dude,
we
let's
like
go.
having a guest on as part of the show.
Of course.
But we also respect the legends of the game and former players and current players, man. And it's like this is the time of year people want to be with their families and stuff like that. So we're not asking people to come on with us in the next couple of weeks either. And let people enjoy the holidays too. So we got some best of. We want people to remember everything we've done here in 2022, man. We've had some incredible interviews.
Sometimes you'll listen to a guy that you might not think is cool. And
that's right.
All of a sudden you're like, no, I'm going to listen to that.
And so if you like to hear a couple of these sound bites, man, from some of our guests, dude, go listen to the entire interview. These interviews obviously are a lot of fun.
Hey, we can't post all the good stuff.
No,
just
we cannot.
So you know.
We cannot. All right, Hair Club and hairclub.com. 800-279-7878, baby. I mean, I can't think of a better stocking stuffer than, a gift card to Hair Club.
Yeah, get started on it. Confidence. You're basically getting a gift card for confidence. I'll take that.
Mm-hmm. That's like, what does confidence look like as a gift?
Hair. Hair is confidence.
Confidence
is hair. Trust me.
What'd you get for Christmas? Confidence.
Confidence. That's why I'm wheeling.
Wrapped up. Do you know how to wrap presents?
No, I don't, man.
Oh, my God.
Bad about it.
Dude, I can't do that either. That is not fun. There's people who do that for a living who will come and, wrap all your presents, apparently. But my wife does that. But Hair Club and hairclub.com. Use that landing page that we have, hairclub.com/Cam Strick. So use that and do it today.
Yeah, that helps, guys. All that stuff.
Yes, it does.
It does. It helps the podcast out.
1,200 locations, Cam, throughout North America.
It's a lot.
Just look out your window. You might see one.
I'll see a golden doodle.
Touch one. CarShield and carshield.com. You never know when something's going to go down, so make sure you're protected. Do it right. Use that promo code CAM, which is very embarrassing. But I tell you that so obviously you want to make sure you're saving a little bit of dough this time of year. Everybody wants to save money. You can do so by using that promo code CAM. CarShield and carshield.com. 800-857-2481, baby. All right, Waggle Golf. Get your waggle on. We tell people this all the time. Golf is a year-round sport. If you want golf advice, you want to talk some golf, anything golf, hit me up. My messages are always open. If you want to talk a little golf with me, I'd love to chat, and we can certainly do that. Get your waggle on, Cam.
Dude, I do. I'm getting I'm getting readjusted, getting all new clubs.
Readjusted?
Yeah, I'm just getting
like a chiropractor?
Fitted and readjusting this swing and all that this winter. Because all the clubs come in February. Mm-hmm. So I'll get...
you need that.
You do too, because yours are too small, according to that video. That
I was reaching out. Somebody reached out to me. They actually won in an auction that they're supposed to play golf with us. So I told them we're going to do that in the springtime.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, I know. Make sure. Don't forget.
Are we going to go to your course?
I'm probably go to yours.
All right.
We can go to mine if you'd like.
No, we'll go out. Yeah, man. It'll be fun. That'd be cool.
First Form, baby.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
By the way, and getyourwaggalon.com. That is the website. Check out their stuff on Instagram. We put stuff up all the time.
They got winter
Travis
stuff, too.
Baker's awesome. Oh, winter hats,
Yep.
quarter zips, hoodies.
I wear it all
Be
the
the
time.
best dressed on the course.
Yep. Even if you suck, you look good.
Yeah, that's all that matters, man.
You
That's
look
all
like
I
you're
care
good.
about. I get a cigar
No,
in my
we know.
mouth and I wear
Yeah,
waggle, dude. I'm all
Have a
good.
good time.
First Form and firstform.com.
Can I give a shout out to Nick and those guys?
Yeah, what'd they do for you? Yeah.
Well, they sent me a bigger, nicer, huge thing of flowers.
Why are you comparing?
Well, because I do. Because I like
Ours
to know.
wasn't
I
good
like to
enough?
know who likes me more, and according to the flowers and the size, they won.
Really?
No, it was. You guys hooked me up too. No, they sent a bunch of stuff. I just makes me feel good. I appreciate it. I don't mean to be a dick.
Because
there.
they're
You
good
guys
people, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
we send
they're
you
awesome.
flowers out of our own goodness of
I
our own
know.
heart, and you're chirping me about the size of the
I know
flowers.
that was. I didn't mean to be. I'm sorry, dude.
I mean,
No.
just
That's gutless on my part.
it is gutless.
Because anytime Kate and I are like, oh, that's just sweet. We love it. We love it.
Did Nick deliver them?
No, he's not allowed to.
Did he show up
Hey,
at the
Kate,
door?
I'm
Special
working,
delivery.
and all of a sudden, Kate's like, "Oh, Nick's here with flowers." I'm like,
Hey.
"I'm on my way home."
Don't let him in.
Don't let him in.
You see him on the ring.
He's like the nicest person. Poor Nick,
Dude,
shaking his head right
Dude,
now. I love
Nick, from First Form Nick, dude, I'm
First
looking
Form Nick,
on the
man.
website for
it.
First Form.
Look him up.
No, all the
Look his Instagram up.
No, check this out. Because I was buying some stuff on their website.
Yeah.
Unbelievable apparel, by the way.
Oh, I hooked
Great
my
work.
dad up. And
Dude,
all
he's like the model, one of the models they have
Is
on
he?
the website. Oh, yeah.
Why wouldn't he?
I know.
Well, hell yeah.
It's like
although
Nick-
they got a lot to choose from there.
Nick has a modeling shoot.
I'd be really intimidated. Although no, you'll get used
I'd
to
like
it.
to model some stuff. This hoodie's a First Form hoodie, dude.
Yeah, you'd be all right.
Yeah, I
Just
could
have
do
to-
that.
Yeah.
What do I have to do?
Well, just you can't wear you can't model a T-shirt, but you can model a jacket.
Yeah, I can't model a T-shirt.
No, your
I
arms are too
hate
skinny.
T-shirts.
Yeah, you don't look good in T-shirts because you don't have like the form for it. But you look good in that jacket. Andy dresses nice. He does. You always look good the way your attire is on TV.
Well, you
and
never
off.
know who you're going to see or whatever. You know, you just got to maintain.
Well, you're out and about a lot. I'm not. I don't give a fuck. I want to I don't know. I don't look like a Hoosier. I just wear sweatpants a lot.
So listen, get the greens, get the vegetables, get the shakers, get everything you need from the First Form website. Use that our link, by the way, firstform.com/Cam
and girls,
Strick.
Please, that helps a lot.
Please be all inclusive with everybody. What
do you
did
mean?
you say? Include everybody.
I said women and goddamn men.
I'm making sure you're including everybody.
Yeah, dude.
I went into
We're all
a
together on
eyeglasses store the other day to look at some eyeglasses, and I was like, "Hey, which ones are men's and women's?" Sir, we are gender neutral.
Oh, really?
I'm like, oh, so they.
Hey, what about the ones with wee-wees?
So they were good for everybody.
Yeah, but
So
that's
you-
confusing then.
But
isn't it?
dude, there was some. I told her. I said, "This is obvious. A women's pair of glasses."
Wait, so you went there and there's not
No,
a section where you get men's or women's?
no, it's non-gender.
Wasn't that confusing?
I was like, "These are women's glasses." I told her. I was like, "These are women's."
Well, what's the
glasses.
bigger glasses? Let's say what's the bigger one?
I don't know.
Where are the bigger ones at?
Non-gender.
You have to speak the tone of them.
You have to speak
Their language. They're like children.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we're not. Oh, yeah, okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We know. Okay, everybody's whatever. How about like where are the bigger ones at?
Mhm.
Because our skulls
Gender
are big.
neutral.
Our skulls are bigger.
They were gender neutral.
Although Andy's does have a tiny head.
First Form, man, my head's getting bigger since I've been taking that protein too. I think actually, and the
You
bars.
want your head to get bigger.
Listen, sometimes you just gotta stick with what you love the most. I've tried all the bars and I love them all, but the one that remains supreme for me is the chocolate covered pretzels, dude. I can't.
Damn good, eh?
I eat them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm just like,
Well, that's probably.
well, I'm just gonna have another one. I brought Brody a bunch of stuff today.
Yeah, I see that.
You have your eye on that bag, don't you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've got some
already
stuff
all
in
that
there. I
stuff
got
at
meat sticks in there. I got everything in there. Oh yeah, dude.
Eat one of them. I'm starving.
Yeah, you want one? I got an extra one there too.
I haven't eaten all.
Have a
fucking
meat
day.
stick, dude. You have so much to choose from at First Form, dude. It is like, listen, I don't know how to describe, and I will say this, man. We love our relationship with our sponsors and
awesome,
everything, but
yeah.
like
Everybody's awesome.
having a relationship with First Form, man, has
Yeah,
been
local,
a blessing,
cool,
dude.
yep.
It's been
No,
an
I know.
absolute blessing, and we love having them. So support our friends over there at First Form. Firstform.com/Cam Strick. Get an energy drink too, man, just to make
They're the
yourself
real deal.
feel good. They are the real deal, on and off the field. First Form. All right, Bellman and Bellman.com. Talked to Danny Boy the other day. Talked to Kenny, too. Say hi to everyone.
What up, dog boys?
Say hi to Dale and everyone.
Dale.
Happy holidays to the Bellman family.
Happy holidays, guys.
Listen, man, if your credit isn't where you want it to be, have no fear, man. They'll still approve you. No issues whatsoever. You can walk in there, and they will get you in a vehicle, and they'll do it today. Troy, Missouri.
Check.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram on one side of the street. What do you like over there from the Jeep? Do you want
that Grand Wagoneer, man.
Oh,
that's where we're going. We're going to go to Colorado with that bad boy.
I don't know if they want you to drive.
No, they do. That's the whole
point of giving me a demo
on it, dude. No, I'm not. I mean, that's the whole point of giving me a demo, so I could experience it and talk about it and take pictures. Get on with yourself.
Well, on the other side, Cam, in case.
Are you kidding? Everything you do is
on the other side of the street. They've got the Buicks, just so you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
So you can get hooked up with that. And the GMC, dude. Those Denali's, man. We're talking to Kenny about that right now. So we love the Bellmans, dude. Out there in Troy, Missouri. Great people. Bellman.com. BEHLMANN.com. We wish happy holidays to all the sponsors.
Absolutely.
Including Danny Boy, Kenny, and, of course, Dale.
Dale.
All right. Cam Ward, man. One of our favorite people that we have. And the thing about Cam Ward, you know what he used to sharpen his skates, Cam?
What?
Sparks.
Fuck yeah.
You see me sharpening my skate. You'd like that. Yeah, you've been liking a lot of my Instagram stories recently.
Well,
Are you been in a good mood or what's going on?
Yeah, well, if it's with the kids and you're doing, I like that stuff.
Okay, so 6:25 a.m.
No, I can't like all your wives because she posts a lot of them.
I know. What do you think of that?
She might need to tone it down.
Really? Is it too much?
Well, yeah. I mean, I can't keep up with it. My finger hurts.
Mm-hmm. You
get just spread it out a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's all good.
How's your finger? Is it okay?
Well, it's a little hurty. Mm-hmm. Trying to like everything.
Just crossing.
I'm like,
just,
ding, 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 ding.
Just moving it to the next picture.
next picture.
Hey, man,
I love it, man.
I know.
She's a good mommy.
Control that. I can't control that.
Well, you could.
Well,
you could say tone it down.
I have.
She doesn't listen to you.
No, she doesn't listen to me. Now, when it comes to that, you know, in a weird way, because a lot of women, I think, when they have kids, the pictures become kind of like an OCD type thing because they don't ever want to lose these pictures. These are like the keepsakes and whatever.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people post on social media often, Cam, so those pictures are there permanently. You know what I'm saying? They never lose them.
Yeah, I think it's more like
no. I'm just telling
in the moment.
You. That's my feeling too.
It's like you love your kids so much, and you love your puppies.
I don't think it's always for like attention, like likes and stuff. I think it's to keep the shit permanent.
No,
I think it stored.
No, I think it's you're in the moment, and you love your kids, and everything they do is cute, and you're like, I always want to show people that how cute the kids are. It's not about you. It's
we had a family activity. Chloe was not having it. She didn't want to be there.
She's getting too old, dude. Mm-hmm. She's 11. She's way more mature than what she should be. And you're dragging her to these events. And I know Ty and Ivy are a little closer. They could do different things with pumpkins and Santa.
And elf on a shelf.
Chloe's like, get me the fuck out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. I could see it in her eyes when I look at these pics.
You knew it right away.
I knew right away. Get me out of here. My friends are texting me. Mm-hmm. I need things to do. Now she's 11. Mm-hmm. That's still pretty goddamn young. Mm-hmm. But she's getting to that point. But does she mess up? Maybe you should let her. She don't want to go to the goddamn thing and sit around and watch those two cruise around.
Laurie was like, hey, we're doing a family activity.
I get that, but you guys do everything. There's a big gap. And it's not even that much by age, but her, the other two.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like going to rebel. Not horrible, but it's more, I can see it in her. She's like, get me the fuck out of here.
I know.
I know. I thought she was 13.
Like my little buddy.
I thought she was
like
13. She's 11. That's still young.
She's almost 12. She's almost 12.
Oh, so she's okay. She wants to do anything else but that.
I know.
And that is so.
And my wife takes it so personal. I'm like, stop taking it personal.
No,
it's what happens.
They're doing things that she did 4 years ago. She's past that point. She's hanging out with probably got girls that have older sisters. That are thinking a different way. Mm-hmm. Nothing bad, but more like, I want to hang out. Let's have our group together and talk about things and what happened in school.
Yeah.
Not family.
I know. Oh, my wife has a hard time with that, dude.
Dude, imagine my mom. Fucking dude, me and JC were crazy. She had no young girl to like hug and love. We were all been dudes over fucking in your fucking face. My mom, well, just like then one day she was obsessed with all my girlfriends, She wanted a girl to hang out with so bad.
All right, Sparks.com. Use that promo code Cam and Strick. It's going to save you more money than Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Cam's favorite holidays.
Gross. But they do save you money.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt about it. SPARX. Get it. 25 NHL teams.
I did like that post, though. It's easy, though. Those aren't in your basement, man. You just press a goddamn button, dude.
You know.
Don't fuck with that shit. Like, have to take your... That is such a pain in the ass. It's extra stress that you don't need.
I'd be happy to sharpen somebody's skates out there. Anybody needs to, me to sharpen skates for them.
See, this is where you get ridiculous.
I'd be happy to do it.
No, I don't. Yeah, whatever.
Imagine
no one in your subdivision is playing hockey.
Peelsy had one. He'd be sharp. He'd be
tweeting it. Hey, come over here, Derry. He looked good the other night, man. I was someone in NHL Network. He looked handsome, nice suit, good background.
I saw it too. I missed it. He posted
15 posts.
I know. I saw that. I didn't. He
looked good. I listened to him. He sounded really good, man. So I always give him a shout out.
Okay, good.
You could
I like hearing that. Perfect. Let's get to Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Stanley Cup winner, man. Conn Smythe winner as a rookie.
Nice guy, man.
And he owns a winery, dude. Yeah. He's right down our alley, man. Great conversation with Cam Ward, longtime NHL goaltender on the Cam Strick Podcast. The Cam Strick Podcast is brought to you by CarShield. Nothing more frustrating, Cam, than when that engine light comes on and right off the bat, you're going to have to spend thousands of dollars to repair your vehicle. Call 800-857-2481. Mention the promo code CAM or visit carshield.com and use the code CAM to save 10%. Yeah. That's carshield.com. A deductible may apply. Save yourself money. Sign up and get your coverage now with carshield.com. Now to the interview.
Hello?
Cameron.
What's going on, fellas? How we doing?
What are you doing over there? Where are you, in Carolina?
Yeah, I'm in Raleigh. Just hanging out. I actually got my parents in town, so doing the entertainment kind of thing. They're here till the weekend, and just hanging out. Might get on the links tomorrow. The weather's been all right, so can't complain.
Where are your parents? They still live in Saskatoon or what?
Saskatchewan.
Toontown? No, they live in Sherwood Park, so just outside of Edmonton.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you moved there. I've done all my world-class research on you, Cam. You moved there in your adolescent years. You moved to Sherwood Park, Edmonton.
Yeah. So I did most of my upbringing in just outside of Edmonton, so I actually grew up, an Oilers fan. That's why everything kind of was, my rookie season was kind of a storybook kind of year, but playing the Oilers in the Stanley Cup.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But then you're like, no, I lived in Carolina long enough. I'm going to go ahead and stay out here.
Well, you know what? We actually, in the summertime, we go back. I tried it for a couple of years because we were thinking the same thing. We want to be around, family and friends. And we went back to Sylvan Lake. We had a place on the lake there for a couple of years. And then,
yes,
you realize, your friends are working during the week. You can only see everybody on the weekends. And I don't think my kids got in that lake one time. It was so cold. So it just kind of made sense to, to come back to Raleigh. And we're lucky enough here. We got the beach is 2.5 hours away. So we got a beach house down and at the beach, and the kids absolutely love that place.
Oh,
so,
God.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Raleigh's
talking about.
Awesome.
I know.
What do you do now? Do you like boats? I mean, when you had the lake, are you into those?
Oh, I love boating. That's kind of my jam.
It's a waste of money, Cam. It's a waste of money.
You don't know shit.
I hear you. It's a problem, and I admittedly got that problem. But my son loves to fish, so I love taking him offshore now. We do, and I admittedly don't know anything about fishing. I don't know where he got that passion from, but I love to boat. So I got the boat. I love to captain it, and then I always bring out a mate when we go fishing offshore. So he. He's turned into a real good friend of mine, and I won't go offshore without him on my boat. And he's great with my son Nolan to rig everything up, bait everything up, and then if I get sick or I have too many pops, if you know what I mean, he can drive.
No, I don't.
He can drive the boat back and make sure everybody gets home safely. So. But yeah, that's my happy place. I love the beach.
Okay, I need some help here because
you do.
Well, my son's always like he wants to go. I don't even know what to do.
Yeah.
Like with fishing, and so like whenever we're on vacation, we were in Hilton Head this past summer. I'm like calling around like who can like take us fishing. And we were in Colorado. It's like who can? It's like I just want to be able just to go fishing. Like,
well, then do it.
Like what's the fishing for dummies? How do you get it started?
God.
How do you do it?
Oh man, you got to pay someone to just take you out there.
Yeah, okay.
You'll do like a charter or something like that. But
yeah.
luckily, we've got some friends out at the beach, and they're the ones that kind of introduced me and connected me with all the right people. And you said boats are expensive. Fishing gear is damn expensive too. So it's yeah.
And he doesn't know how to do shit, just so you know. Like, he's not an outdoor, like, he's
that is not true.
He's good at asking questions and stuff like that. But the outdoorsy stuff, although you are outdoors a lot.
Yes, I am.
But just get a fishing pole and take Ty and go simplify it.
I know, but like...
Hey, let me ask you something, though, real quick, though, about the boating thing, because I'm obsessed with boats. Had them my whole life. Love them. Been in so many jams where you just got to figure it out. But I'm glad that you said you got a mate, though, because you're probably on fresh water. Listen, lakes are a lot easier, although they still have their problems. But once you start going on that damn ocean, and you're not used to the ocean, like, it's a different animal, man.
He is on the ocean.
I know he is, Andy, but my point is, like, if you grow up on boats and you don't know the ocean, it's a different animal, and you got to learn it,
You better
right?
have somebody with you.
Yeah.
No, it is. I mean, it's kind of funny because when we hang out down there, you can tell the people that go and rent the boats, and they have no idea what they're doing.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
Especially Andy right there.
But I always have a driver, though, Cam. I always have a driver.
Yeah.
But like the ocean's a different animal, like you're saying, with the tide and the current and all that stuff. So the water fluctuates. You don't know where the sandbars are and stuff like that. But yeah, when you're going offshore fishing, I mean, it's about 10 miles off is when you're off the grid. Like you lose sight of the land and you lose all your cell phone reception and stuff like that. So I've taken my son out about 45 miles, and the next goal to be hit the Gulf Stream is about 60 to 90 miles. So
take that, mate.
Do you have a radio?
Yeah,
can you
take the
that, mate, dude?
Can you radio into somebody?
Yeah,
okay. Can you communicate with somebody?
You can, but one time I came back real late, and my wife kind of got freaked out. It was dark or whatever. So, you know what? I actually, after that, I went and bought one of those like military sat phones, and so you could just take that out there and send a quick text.
Like an SOS.
The other alternative is if the Coast Guard calls, and my mate's actually had his mom call the Coast Guard onto his boat and stuff like that.
Give your ordnance. Just make sure they know you're there.
What's the military phone?
It's just a satellite that could reach when you're in distress.
Wow.
Yeah. You have to buy one and cook it on your boat.
Are you a hunter?
No, I don't do hunting. No,
neither do I.
That's so weird. You're up in Saskatchewan. You think all you cats up there are
it's funny because I meet a lot of Americans out golfing out here, and they know Saskatchewan. They go duck hunting and all that stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, he's from Saskatoon. I'm like, what have you been up there? And then obviously just to go hunt.
Be like, I'm sure.
I'm not inviting you.
Be like, I'm from Sherwood Park anyway.
Yeah,
it's like a city boy. That's like a city though, right? Sherwood Park. That's not like out in the country.
No, it's like a suburb of Edmonton. It's just and it's grown big time. I think for a little bit, like some players were actually like from the Oilers were actually living in Sherwood Park, but I don't know if anybody does.
Hey, did you ever want to play there in Edmonton? Like, I mean, because you finished your career in Chicago. Like, were you hoping to maybe get a chance to put that jersey on?
Yeah, I mean, I think you always kind of wonder if that would ever happen. There were stages like throughout my career where I knew I could be on the move. And then, like you said, my last year in Chicago, that was my first time ever hitting free agency. So, so I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't even know if the phone was gonna ring. But what I found out was that, I mean, 3 teams were really interested. Edmonton wasn't one of them, but Chicago was. And I always took pride in kind of wanting to play my whole career in Carolina, but at the same time, there is that interest of what is it like, playing somewhere else. And, when I got the opportunity to go to Chicago, I mean, I love that city and, the history of the organization. They treat you so well. And I had a great time. I wish we won more games. That's the only problem.
Well, I know. I mean, that's always makes it better.
A lot of people think that way.
Are you a normal goaltender? Are you quirky? Like what's your routine like? I mean, do you talk to people on game day, Cam?
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty laid back. No, I don't think I'm one of those guys that give the goalies a bad rap, but no, I think less thinking the better for me. I always kind of my motto was like go out there and have some fun and. What happens. I like to, be laid back. You know, anytime I tried too hard, you tense right up. So I tried to be relaxed and just kind of go with the flow, and you know, it worked for the most part, I guess. You know, there was times when so there's times when, like, you know, when you're struggling, you kind of like, you're trying new things. And then I realized that when I was trying new things like pre-rituals and stuff like that, it just messed me up even more, just because like that's all I was thinking about. Instead of just going out there and playing the game, you know, and let it come to you.
Yeah, you get caught up in that shit, man, and just drives you crazy. When did you know, like, what'd your mom and dad do growing up? Like, did you play other sports? When did you become, like, when you knew you were good?
Well, yeah, my dad was a goaltender. He didn't play professionally or anything like that. His claim to fame is he played at Graceland College. I don't even think they have a hockey program anymore. But
that's an all-women's school now. Yeah. Just so you know, Cam.
That's all good.
There's nothing wrong with
that. But he, you know, he's definitely was my role model growing up. And you know, although he didn't play professionally, I mean, he knew so much about the position, and you know, as a goaltender, a lot of it is just your mental makeup. And so I give a lot of credit to my parents for the way that I was raised growing up, and just to be able to handle kind of what it takes to be a goaltender. But as for other sports, I mean, I love to play golf. Obviously, back in Canada, the summers are real short, so that was kind of slim. But I played baseball. You know, it's just hard for, you know, playing baseball in Canada. It's hard to you know, go anywhere with that. You know, unless you, I guess, move to the States. But once hockey got a little bit more serious when I was probably like 14, 15, and then you play in the summer hockey, and then things get, you know, I couldn't play baseball anymore. And then that led me to get drafted by the Red Deer Rebels. So I spent, you know, 3 years with Brent Sutter and the Rebels organization, and that's, you know, where I got drafted from Carolina.
How was Brent? Because he coached me with Jersey. And how the road trips out there, man, and all that. Being in the O's easy, dude. Being in the O is easy compared out there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, we were playing the Brandon Wheat Kings one year in the playoffs, and we literally had to drive there for game 5. Like it, you know, just to play one game. I think it was a 12-hour bus ride just to go, and so 24 hours of riding just to go play one game. It got a little bit silly, but
oh my god,
I absolutely
for one game they're not like, okay, guys, we're gonna stay and play 3.
Andy.
No, it was 2-2, 1-1-1, just like it is, you know. But yeah, I remember game 4. We're like, man, can we please win so we don't have to bus back there? But
I see. It was the playoffs. I got you. Okay.
It was the playoffs, so you had to go back. Yeah, but I loved playing for Brent. I you know, he was a little bit, you know, probably different than when you saw him in Jersey, I guess, Cam. I'm not sure, but probably a lot more laid back. But in junior, he's you know, he's a real, you know, serious guy, real intimidating. But I like the old school mentality. I kind of grew up with the old school mentality, and I respect it. Like I'd rather have a guy shoot me straight. Mm-hmm. But you know, he would, you know, play some, you know, mind games with you to try to, you know, push your buttons a little bit.
Well, he's a sutter. That's what they do.
He's a sutter, but I loved him. A big reason, you know, for my success in getting drafted where I got drafted would, you know, I kind of thank him for that, because, you know, he traded away the number 1 goaltender my draft year to kind of let me flourish and get, you know, play more games and essentially get more exposed for the NHL scouts.
Hey, listen, you played junior with Dion Phaneuf, though. Like, I mean, and I'm curious, like, what was he like? And was he just absolutely crushing kids in junior, or was he just kind of, did he have the puck the whole time and just scoring goals?
No, he was like Kevin Stevens of junior. You know, like he was hammering everybody. Or like, you know, I remember. You know, Jordan Tutu back in, like, when he was playing with the Wheat Kings, like he was just killing kids out there. But Dion, he had a knack for that open ice head, and he was really good at it. And you know, Dion knew he was good at it. So yeah, it was fun playing with him. You know, I got to play with a lot of good guys in Red Deer, and you know, he was definitely one of them.
You played with Mikhail Yakubov.
Oh,
not Mikhail Yakupov.
Not Nail Yakupov.
Not Yale. It's Mikhail. This guy was drafted 10th overall. He never played.
Shit, did he?
What happened to him?
That's to Chicago, right? Like,
yeah.
Played
played 50 games. I'm just looking at your like roster. I'm like, wait,
Like,
Nail Yakupov played in the dub. Oh no, it's Mikhail Yakubov.
Yeah,
no, and he was really good. He played really well for us. I don't know what ever happened to him in making the transition to the show, but
well, he must have been. He got drafted 10th overall. Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, did you play in 04 lockout year?
Yeah, so that was my first year pro in Lowell, Massachusetts. Yeah.
Damn, I must have played against you in Albany. Remember that league, dude? Remember how crazy that was? Good God.
Yeah, no, we had some crazy games. So that was my first year pro, and I think you guys have had Brant Myers on the show, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. Awesome guy.
Yeah. So have you guys read his book?
Yeah, I mean, I've read.
Cam can't read.
I don't read no good.
So you know. So
I can't read either. I did the audio book. So
yeah, there you go. I read it twice.
Us Cams, we stick together.
Cam read it. Actually, Brant read it to us.
Exactly. He's an awesome guy.
Awesome dude. We still
he's
keep
a beauty,
in touch
but
with him.
One of my craziest experiences was that year in the AHL. We had a complete team brawl on the ice, like coaches, everything it was just chaos. And Brant was obviously one of the first guys to start swinging, but he nailed I think the coach of Norfolk. It was in Norfolk, is I think Trent Yanni.
Oh yeah.
So do you remember, like, in Norfolk, like after the periods that you cross each other's benches to go the other side, which I don't know why that doesn't make sense, because you're just asking for trouble. Conflict, but and certainly it was. And I mean, Norfolk had Jim Vandermeer. I can't remember his first name, but I know our guys called him First Round Brown.
Mike Brown. Big Mike Brown from
big tough guy. Yeah, he was a first round pick or something.
So fucking the Canucks, and he'd always talk about how much money he signed because you could sign him like $1 million signing.
Yeah, I didn't know him personally, but that was So it was just chaos. But we had one of the linesmen trying to break it up. Snapped his leg.
Oh God!
Guys headbutting each other. It was. I was like. So I ended up fighting Michael Layton.
I remember. I was going to ask you about that. It's on my list right here because I saw the video you fighting Michael Layton, who ended up being your backup, right, or your partner in Carolina.
Yeah, we ended up signing him in Carolina. I think maybe my year 3 or something. I can't remember, but yeah, it was kind of funny how it came full circle, and then we ended up being teammates.
He threw some bombs, Jamie. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, He's a
Cam
much bigger guy than me.
Oh, you did.
We're gonna be watching.
Listen, I can't handle all these Cams right now.
I know. I'm getting confused.
Okay, so
call him Cammy.
So no, you threw some bombs though, Cam. Yeah, I was impressed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not a fighter, but once I was managed to get my arm out of the chest protector, and then once that happened, things started to go a little bit better for me.
Is that the only fight you ever got in?
Yeah, I think it is actually. I know in junior I had a guy come at me and nothing ever happened. Yeah, I think that's it.
It's still the Wild West back then. Like, even if you're a goalie, like, you're gonna get bumped. And
you only scored 5 fewer goals than Cam too. Yeah, I mean, in your career. I mean, in reality, I mean that's how he scored, but he didn't even touch. Well, you made the save, and then Kovalchuk actually shot the puck in all the way down.
I remember that.
Were you playing?
I was playing it.
Hey man, did you keep that puck though? That's got to be cool. Even though you didn't shoot it.
You know what? Actually, Carolina, they treated it like your first NHL goal. I got it on a plaque and stuff.
Oh yeah, well hell yeah, it is your
on
first
the wall.
goal.
But yeah, I had some fun with that too. Because I mean, I remember one of my friends on the team at the time was like Hayden Fleury. You guys know the D man. He's from the Cubs. Yeah. I think it took him 100 games to score his first NHL goal, and I said, "Oh man, you're finally tied now." So you got me. But,
wasn't he a first round pick?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
real
high pick.
I think it took me like, I don't know,
to score your first goal.
It was a long one.
Hey, who's your favorite partner that you had as a goaltending partner?
Oh, man, I had a few. They're all real. I didn't have a bad partner. One of the, like, early on, John Graham was one of my partners. He was a fun dude. But yeah, I mean, Justin Peters was a great kid. Yeah, I mean, I had some in the later in my career. You have the Eddie Lax, the Anton Hudobin was real good.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask it this way. So you're a young kid, though, you're in rookie season, and you take over in the playoffs. Martin Gerber is a starter to begin the playoffs. Then you take over, and you just go on this run, end up winning the Conn Smythe and all that. Like, how did he handle that? Like, did he talk to you? Like, I'm always curious if, like, goaltenders get jealous of one another, like how they support one another. Like, how was your guys' interactions during the playoffs after you took over?
No, I mean, he was real good about it. I mean, it was just unfortunate the way that it worked out for him, to be honest, because he got sick and tried to, and, you know, to the point where he was taking, you know, getting an IV and stuff like that. So he didn't really get to start off the way that he wanted to. And then, you know, once they made the switch, then I just remember, you know, Coach Laviolette telling me in Montreal, and just before I was going to go up the elevator in the hotel, that I was going to start game 3. And I just remember how excited I was. And, like, you know, I was telling myself, like, this is my opportunity to really, like, take it and run. You know, you go throughout your career and you think about how many opportunities you get, especially as a goaltender, I guess, you know. And I just was able to run with it and have fun with it. But Martin Gerber was a team player, a great guy. You know, he actually came in, and if you guys remember, when we played Buffalo, he actually came back and started another game, and I thought I was done for the playoffs. I'm like, once I found out, the story with that is, like, I found out I wasn't going to play, and then I was really upset. You know, I ended up walking back to the hotel of that old Hyatt, I think it was an old Hyatt in Buffalo, and I thought, like, oh man, I went on this run, and now I'm done. And Martin Gerber ended up getting a shutout that game, so I was like, oh dang. Oh. And then he started the next game and got pulled, and I was able to go back in there. But so he had some, like, you know, big game. He had that, you know, a big win there in Buffalo. He made an impact, even though he didn't play that much in the playoffs. And then that year during the regular season, I think he had 38 wins. Like, he was lights out during the regular season.
Wow. You guys had a cool-ass team. And listen, and I was watching every one of those games because I knew Dougie Wade pretty well, and he had just gotten traded there at the, you know, I guess maybe before the deadline. And then Pronger's on the other side for Edmonton, so you guys are going toe-to-toe, and he had an unbelievable run in the playoffs. But when you're a young kid with full of veterans, I mean, we've had Ray Whitney on and some other guys recently from
awesome dude.
Oh yeah, we had Matt Cullen came on with us too, and these guys are
Commodore,
and we've had Dougie on, we've had Commodore, all these guys who have been on with us, like a lot of veteran guys. But you're young, and all of a sudden, did you truly believe that you were good enough to, like, do what you ultimately did? Like, where was your confidence level?
Yeah, no, I mean, I was so young, and almost like you're so young and naive, you don't even realize what is going on, you know, like, you know, I didn't even really think about the pressures or you know, because I didn't think there wasn't really too much expected of me. Nobody was expecting me to go on that kind of run. So you almost use that to your advantage. And I mean, yeah, like when I look back in the locker room, I mean, to my right was Glenn Wesley. To my left was Ray Whitney and Rod Brindamore. And you look at these guys, and they've waited, I think it was like 18 years to, you know, still trying to, you know, to get their first Stanley Cup. And here we are, and you know, playing my hometown team. Yeah, it was surreal, really, to be honest. But I think it kind of brings me back to Red Deer in my time there too, because, like, we went to the league finals twice. That I was there, and then my third year we went to the third round of the playoffs. So I think I played like 68 playoff games in junior. So it kind of set me up to, you know, to be in a situation like that. Even though I know it's totally amped up being in the NHL, but I love playoff hockey. I wish I got I got in the playoffs more often throughout my career. But it's just a chance to be able to take your game to another level, and I feel like I thrived in situations like that.
Yeah, man, you're calm. 68 games, like, that's like 1 billion miles in travel, Andy. You all put it together. The Western fucking league. Hey,
how many hours?
How many hours were on the bus? Like, oh god, disgusting. Anyway,
yeah.
So, like, man, you're going through this. You're young. Like, was there any time where you're like, damn, this is going pretty good? Like, when am I going to fall off of this? Like, did you ever time where, like, you're getting too stressed out, or maybe you think you're going to get the pull? You know, like, you're young, like, you're like, damn, everything's going together. When's it going to stop?
Yeah, I mean, the goal was it was going to stop after we won, but I didn't look at it that way. You know, I kind of looked at it, you know, the way of like, no matter what happens, I'm going to enjoy this moment, you know, because like, you know, it's given to me right now, and I don't care what happens, but I'm going to go out there and have some fun. Like, you know, that brings me my first start again in Montreal. Like, that was kind of my philosophy. I can remember going out for warm-ups and you know, stretching out at center ice and like taking a second to just look up at the Bell Center. I mean, I'm like, how cool is this? You know, like, let's just go out and have some fun. And then I feel like when you do that and you have that kind of mindset, things just click, you know, and it did for me. You need bounces and stuff like that. And our team that year, I mean, we had a lot of come from behind wins and some big time goals from, like you said, our veteran guys. But yeah, and then, you know, playing the Oilers, you know, it was kind of funny because, like, you know, I'm from there, so you know, family and friends friends were kind of conflicted, you know, cheering for the Oilers because it was such a big deal, obviously, in Canada. Oh. But I'll never forget. Even another story is like going out to Game 3, so our first game in Edmonton, and the first thing I did, a pregame skate, is literally go on the ice and look to my left. And there's my dad's season ticket seats that I was literally sitting in the stands 2 years prior watching the Oilers play. Yeah, and you're like, man, how cool is this? Like, now I'm on the ice, like, starting in the Stanley Cup Finals. So it was just an amazing experience, and I'm glad it you know, it obviously ended the way it did. I can only imagine for teams that like make it all the way and it doesn't pan out. So yeah, it was just a crazy rookie season, and then you soon realize how hard it is to get back. I thought it was easy.
Yeah, no, you had Mark Recchi and all these guys. Hey, but listen, look at all the head coaches you played for. Like, I mean, Laviolette, obviously, when you guys won, but you had Paul Maurice, you know, who's been around for a long time, Kirk Moeller for a little bit, Bill Peters, interesting guy, and you finished your career with Joel Quenneville. Like who did you connect with the best, like, of all the head coaches you played for?
I'd probably say Paul Maurice. You know, he ran me hard. He played a lot, but, you know, showed me a lot of confidence. I think one year I ended up starting 73 games during the regular season.
Never happened again today.
Dude. No, that's you don't see that in today's game anymore. But I just he's one of the best locker room speeches kind of guy. He's a real good motivator. I really enjoyed him. Not that I enjoyed everybody, but yeah, for being on the same team for as long as I saw too many coaches. That wasn't a good thing.
No, but, I hear. Hey, did you like playing back-to-backs? Like, what's your take on goalies? I was
going to ask that question, Andy.
Where are you? What's your take on goalies playing back-to-backs? Because now it's just like, you know, automatic that the two goaltenders split.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I mean, especially if I played well, I liked it. Yeah, because once you're feeling it, you just go for it. I mean, it really depends, I guess, on the travel and if it's a real long flight or you get in real late. But I mean, that doesn't really change that much because you're not going to pregame skate the next day anyway. So I liked it. I liked playing a lot of games. It would get me into a rhythm, and you know, maybe people think it's not smart, but I don't see really why. I think a lot of people are splitting games now is just because they legitimately have two really good goaltenders on their team. They want to get both in there, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I get you on that. Hey, like, so when you guys lived in Carolina, like, what were some of the setups like? I mean, it's so beautiful out there. Like you guys all by each other. Where are the big boys at?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm it's called North Raleigh. But yeah, you get a little bit more land and a little bit more privacy. You know, I mean, the real estate's kind of been booming everywhere, but back then you got a lot of bang for your buck and what you got here. So yeah, I mean, it's a really family-oriented city. The people are obviously really, really nice and really good weather, but it's great for me to raise my kids here. You know, great school program, and there's a lot of guys actually that stick around here. So it's nice that you got guys to, you know, go golfing with or go out for dinner or something like that too.
And you could hide too. I mean, right? With the fans,
yeah,
were they awesome? I mean, I know you guys are really, really good when you first got there, but like when you weren't good, did they still show up?
Yeah, I mean, as far as like outside of the rink, or
well, just like like it's kind of a weird market, you know what I mean? So if I know
it
when
is,
you're
yeah.
good, you're gonna pack. I remember playing against you guys. You guys, it's all red. It was loud as hell. But maybe some of the downer days, like, did people still support? Was it kind of wishy washy?
I mean, we went through a phase where attendance got a little down, but I mean that was kind of that was over time. When we won the Stanley Cup, the support was incredible. The city, the fan base. I mean, I'm not sure if you've experienced PNC like in the playoffs or something, but it's got to be one of the loudest buildings in the league. And these people are tailgating, hours and hours before the
like
games.
Like a NASCAR crowd.
It's awesome.
It is. It's really an amazing experience, and kind of in a unique way. And they kind of started that. So, yeah, it just kind of unfortunate throughout my career that we had, not some losing seasons, but I think we ended up missing the playoffs. I think maybe 8 or 9 years in a row. So, just like any club, that's going to hurt your attendance. And unfortunately, the attendance got down, substantially. But now I go watch the games with my son, and it's great to see, the buzz is completely back. They have, a great support crew here at the, filling up the PNC again, and they have a great team. So it's great to see, it flourishing again, and, hopefully they can go on another run and, bring back the cup again, I guess.
Yeah, I should say college football.
You'll party
it's
with
more
it.
like a college football. That's great. Hey, what happened on that play when Rick Nash cutting across and he sliced your leg? He sliced his leg. Did you know you were cut right away?
I knew I was hit, but I didn't know to the extent of it. I mean, back then I didn't wear they call them like thigh guards now underneath your pads. I thought they were kind of bulky, and I didn't want to play with them. So yeah, he came driving through the crease, and I just went in the butterfly, which essentially kind of opens up your pad and opens up your leg, exposes your leg. And he fell over, and in doing that, he brought up his right skate, and it went right through my my VMO muscle in my knee. So yeah, I knew he clipped me, but then I tried to get up, and I couldn't get up, and I looked down, and my muscle was just staring right at me. So I knew it was really bad. And then I ended up staying overnight in Columbus, getting it all repaired. They basically sew your VMO muscle back together and then staple, the outside. But it almost ended my career right there on the spot.
Did you play the next night?
Probably
did you return to the game? No, so it almost ended your career, really.
Yeah, so I just missed the tennis. So he said, how lucky I was to that it just barely missed. And yeah, I think I can't remember how much time I missed. It might have been like 2 months.
Did you black out when you saw the muscle? Because I almost blacked out just now when you said that.
Yeah, I mean, you freak out a little bit. Yeah, I'm not good with that stuff. So no, I got lucky, and I still got a pretty nasty scar that I see every day, and you kind of it just goes numb. You don't have any feeling really on the inside of my knee, but it is what it is. Part of playing, right?
Part of playing, dude. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's stories. Hey, did anybody own you? Maybe it's not like a superstar, but somebody that every time you played him, you're like, God damn it, this fucking guy. He finds a way. He'll wink at me. He'll bump into me. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, that was Patrick Hornqvist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just for whatever reason, that was the one guy that could I would go cross-eyed, when I went out there, it just. There's one play one time in Raleigh that I should have got suspended, and I put my blocker right between his eyes, and I just lost it. I completely lost it. We were getting our butts kicked by the Penguins, and I was still in there. And I guess I dislike a team when you're getting your butts kicked and you don't do anything about it. You're just taking it. And this Hornqvist guy would just always be bumping it and always play like he was all Mr. Innocent. And then finally I just kind of lost my marbles. But it seemed like it was like that every time I played him.
Horny.
Yeah.
Hey,
man, I know.
Listen, don't you have like a wine business?
Oh,
dude, he's got a winery. Because
Yeah.
I was gonna save it, but I want to ask another question about like Tim Gleason. But I think that's his partner in the wine business.
Yeah.
Because we may need to get some of this wine.
Yeah,
Let's talk
Valerie
some
Burry
wine.
didn't hook us up.
We talked to Valerie Burry. He's got a beautiful vineyard out
Yeah.
there in
Still waiting on
Napa.
that.
So where is yours? Are you close to him?
Yeah, so I mean, basically what we have is like, we've been doing it for over a decade now, and we essentially got contracts with Premier Vineyards down in Napa Valley. So insanely, it would be kind of very similar to what, or not similar, but similar fruit to what Val's picking. Val's got his own actual winery, so he's invested a lot more money than I have into it. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We got a great winemaker in Keith Emerson, who essentially is now the CEO of Vineyard 29. So that's where we bring in our fruit to their state-of-the-art winery, and we got about 6 labels now of red, and it's really been able to take off. Just most recently, like that's how long it takes for it to kind of pick up steam. It's taught me a lot of patience, but yeah, I love my wine. And Ray Whitney was actually the guy that kind of got me into wine when I turned pro. He was the big collector. He was the big collector, and the guy on the road that would always get the wine list. But yeah, I absolutely love it. I partnered with Tim Gleason, and we called it Vineyard 36. So essentially taking my number 30 and his number 6 and putting them together.
I like it, man. Hey, isn't it funny? Like, you're from Saskatchewan. I'm from like fucking Eureka, Missouri. I didn't know shit about wine until you started playing with the big boys.
Oh, yeah.
Guys drank, and then I'm like, oh, let me try some of that. I'm like, oh, then now I'm like obsessed with it. Went through different phases of what you like. Oh man, your mom and dad probably didn't drink that much wine.
No, no, they didn't. But like you said, I mean, you go on the road as a pro of your rookie year, and the veteran guys are ordering the wine, and then you're divvying up the bill, and I realized, like, man, I should start trying this wine because I'm essentially paying for parts of it. So,
I know.
But yeah, no, I kind of geek out with wine. I mean, I turned into a big collector. I love to find the hard to get wines and being able to share with friends.
Can I get a signed bottle from you, Cam?
I mean,
listen,
scavenger.
Belfour sent me some signed whiskey, so like,
I hook me up too, because Andy steals all my shit.
I want the goalie collection, man. We want some, because I want some of that wine. I checked out your guys' website. You guys have a great collection. And
thank you.
And I don't know which direction to go in. Like, is this like a profitable business for you, or is it like a hobby?
Yeah. It started as a hobby, I'm not going to lie, and it turned into a profitable business. We actually just, brought on an investor that wanted in, so that's going to be very helpful for us. But yeah, I mean, it just, again, it takes time. Like, it took me a while to learn the business because a lot of the money's up front, right? Like, you got to pay for your fruit, and it won't be in that bottle and sold for 2 years later, right? Mm. So in the meantime, they're always, vineyards are coming back to you and asking you, how much do you want to buy this year? And I'm like, man, I don't even know how that label is going to sell yet. But so it's a tricky kind of game, and we've slowly progressed. We did it kind of like the backwards way. Instead of putting a whole bunch of money in it and just going for it, I kind of said, well, here, let's just try it out. And eventually we've been checking off the boxes, and that's taken us to where we are right now, about 10, 11 years later, and it's really doing well. So
screw that. That's the way to do it.
How often you get out there?
Not often enough. They typically will ship the wine if we need to do like some barrel samples or something like that out to my house. I got a cellar here at the house that we can do that at, but I wish it was closer. It's a bit of a hike. I guess they fly right into San Fran. It would take us about 5.5, 6 hours.
Yeah, well, don't they have like vineyards in Carolina though? They got to have some nice vineyards. I mean, they got them in Missouri. I know it's not Napa, but I mean, you couldn't do anything there locally, huh?
No, it's just it's not a knock on the fruit here. It's just not the same.
I got you.
Napa Valley is the premier. Mm. Yeah, that's where you want to get your fruit. I guess for me personally, I mean, I don't do really any Italians or French or anything like that. I'm kind of like a Napa cab kind of guy. So
same here, man.
That's what I like.
I'm Napa cab.
Hey, let me ask you, Timmy Glee, man, awesome guy. Played with him in Windsor. Fought him a couple times. Just a good captain, cool guy, tough. I love playing with him. He was good to me in juniors, man.
Yeah, I mean, Tim and I's relationship, we connected right away when he got traded from LA to us. That was, I think, my second year in the league, just after the Cup. And Tim doesn't say a whole lot. No. Like he's kind of like a stare you down kind of guy, and he uses the intimidation thing. But I just absolutely loved the way that he played. Like he, immediately when he got traded to us, like if anybody touched me, they had to go through Tim Gleason. And like as a goaltender and as a person, I completely respect that. Like this guy would do anything for you, and that's how we became such good friends. Like I loved the way that he played, and our friendship took off from there. But it's good to see him doing well now. He's the assistant coach in Carolina, and he's back in the game, back doing what makes him happy. So
wow, I didn't even know that. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
he's smart.
Yeah,
he's stoic as hell. He kept me in line, which I needed. I had a big mouth.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say he's sneaky tough, but I mean he's tough as nails. Yeah, people don't know.
And it's so funny. Like he was with Jason Spezza. They both got drafted first. Spez went first overall, second to somebody. And Glee was always in the background because he got drafted by Ottawa too. And I just remember that. Like I was just a kid. I'm like, God, look at these studs. They just signed for like $1 million. I'm like, what? Coming from nowhere, like, middle of Missouri. Just, it was really cool. He was cool to me. Hey, let me ask you something, though. Speaking of North Carolina, do you, and I know you couldn't do anything during when you're playing because you're under contract, but do you ski now at all? Do you ever go up to the mountains and ski around?
No, I've never really been a big skiing guy. Even growing up in Canada, I didn't really do that. My parents didn't really take me skiing, but I mean, I took my kids last year to a place called Sugar Mountain, which is, I mean, it's not much of a mountain out here, but that was their first time skiing, and I mean, I enjoyed it. My wife likes to do it, but no, I didn't really get too much into that. I did at one time down here get in the phase of like buying quads, like doing that.
Around.
Yeah, they had some places out here, but I mean, my story with that isn't very good either because it lasted a little time and I rolled it, and that was when I didn't have a contract. And my wife was like, "Yep, those things are going back on the trailer, and we're taking them right back to the dealership."
Stick to the boat. Stick to the boat, dude.
Exactly. Hey, getting back to Gleason, didn't he took an Ovechkin puck to the face?
Yeah,
and left the ice and then came back moments later and scored a shorthanded goal or something.
Yeah, which I think was the game winner too.
Wow.
Yeah,
as a defenseman scored it, but he came back and scored a shorthander.
He hit a bomb.
Well, that's what it was. It was like a breakaway. He took a slap shot on the breakaway.
Yeah, he was all sewn up in the face and wearing, I think, a full visor at that time too.
Yeah, he was.
Ended up, scoring a big time goal. That was a big time play.
Yeah. So, what do you do? So, the wine business. Is there your kids play hockey? Like, does any teams call you and say, "Hey, you want to coach with us?" Like, what are you into?
Yeah, so I mean, I obviously got the wine thing, but that's not a day-to-day kind of thing. That just doesn't take up too much time. But my son played hockey. His last year he played hockey was in Chicago, and it was almost like when I retired, he retired. It's like a but my son, he has his own kind of difficulties too. My son was born with no hearing, so he's got cochlear implants.
Oh wow!
So it makes things a little bit more challenging for him. Not that that doesn't hold him back, but it doesn't come as easy for him. But he loves the game of hockey, and he's more of I could see him being like a statistician, kind of like a GM kind of guy. But when he grows up, but for me, I honestly when I left the game, when I retired, I needed a break. I was pretty burnt out. Like a lot of people were asking if I was going to get back in the game. And then honestly, it's taken probably, I've been retired for 3 years now. And just now I'm starting to be like, yeah, I want to get back into it. But I definitely needed a break when I was done. So I've had a conversation with, the organization in Carolina. I mean, 'cause that would make sense, just being here and playing with them for as long as I played with them. So, but I say that and I'm like, I'm the kind of guy, I don't want to step on anybody's toes or, there's people already have their jobs, but I'm like, I'm here. If you see something that I can help, let me know.
Hey, Brendan Moore needs to move
we'll
over.
Text Tom Dundon, don't worry.
Yeah, we had Dundon on. He doesn't pay. He doesn't pay much, but I mean, he's but he's a good owner. And now you're a Hall of Famer, by the way, for the Hurricanes. You know, so like I saw them, like you're like the first person they inducted into the Carolina Hurricanes Hall of Fame. Did you know Brendan Moore was going to be a coach? I feel like he was like a coach as a player too. Like, did he always kind of carry himself like a coach? Like whatever Rod says, guys, who's up next? Rod, who's next?
Yeah.
Who's up?
Yeah. So like when Roddy was
playing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when Roddy was playing, I mean, he was a man of not many words either, too. Like he'd let us play on the ice, do the talking, the way that he worked in the gym and all that stuff, do the talking. But he has such a presence and such respect from everybody that when he does speak, everybody drops everything and is listening to him. And like when he retired, he was the assistant coach for a few years. I can't remember who was the head coach with him, but I think Bill Peters and probably Bill Peters. But when he got the job, I mean, you knew that he was going to be awesome at it. I remember having conversations with him because he was kind of like searching for who, assistant coaches and stuff like that. And, wondering if what's going to work. And I'm like, man, no matter what happens, like, you don't like put X's and O's aside. Like, what the team's going to want to work their ass off for you for one. That's the best thing you have going for you. Nobody's going to want to let you down. And you could tell the way that the Hurricanes play. It is. That's how they play. Like you do not want to let Rod Brindamore down. I mean, this guy could still dominate the fitness testing, and beat all the players. Like, he's in the gym first and in the gym last. And even as a 50-year-old coach. So, he's got a ton of respect and one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet.
Hey, what's your wine cellar like at home? Can we talk about this wine cellar?
Like?
Now, do you have like the glass case? Is it like you need like a code to get in there? Do you just put your handprint
that's a
up
good
there?
idea though. You should put a lock on it. Yeah, some friends.
You don't
want me coming over.
Like, what's going on inside there? Like, give me some of your prized possessions.
Yeah, so we actually we built this place 3 years ago, and I kind of gave my wife, she loves that sort of thing. She's kind of into interior design and stuff like that. So I was like, man, I don't care. Just do whatever you want to do. But I do want to make sure I have my wine cellar. And the way that we set it up at the house here is like nobody sits at a dining room anymore. Or I don't think anybody does anymore. So we kind of made the dining room like off the kitchen be the wine cellar. So it kind of looks down on the kitchen. And
nice.
I wanted a place where you can hang out in and got the music in there. The only thing I don't have in there, I guess, is like a mattress in case you have too many puffs. But
how many bottles in there?
I got probably maybe 300. It holds about 1,000. But if you guys were down here, you'll see that it's a kind of a rolling inventory.
Yeah,
probably too often. But
what are the big boys you set aside though for like maybe not?
And when
ever?
will you? When?
No, but like there's a couple that you're just not touching though, right?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't really put that on any bottles. Like, like a lot of people, like we're lucky enough to be buying bottles the way that we're buying. And a lot of people ask like, when are you gonna, what special occasion are you gonna open up that one? And I'm like, man, like life's a special occasion, like, like you never know. Like I could be gone tomorrow, knock on wood. But if I feel like the time is right, then I'll open any bottle in there.
Although somebody, because now everybody knows you're a big wine guy, somebody's going to hook you up with something like badass from old school, something like unique that maybe is tied to something, and you'll probably put that one aside. That should be a good present from somebody, like something unique.
Yeah, like feel free to send it to me.
Yeah, no, don't give it to Andy. He doesn't even know how to open it.
Sign it and send it to me, Cam. Hey,
you know what I'm talking about, though?
Yeah. Well, like set the record straight because everyone thinks like you go like you buy a bottle of Camus, whatever, buy a bottle of Silver Oak, and you're like, wow, this is a good bottle of wine. But like from your, how do you look at those like name brand bottle of wines versus like drinking your own stuff?
Well, I mean, I don't want to compare mine to. I don't know what I would compare ours to, but. Like I like to again, like I said, find the hard to get wines and more of the boutique kind of wines where there's more of a personal attachment to it. Like then everybody knows Camus and everybody knows Silver Oak, but essentially you're buying the label, right? You're not buying
Right.
You know, I think you can buy better wine. You just people haven't heard of it or whatever. But you know, like for my times, like when we go down to Napa Valley and we go visit some wineries and do some tastings, like you know, places that I really enjoy and have a good experience, I'll, you know, buy and bring back and put it in the cellar. And I think that's the great thing about wine is like, then I can open it at another time and reflect on, you know, that memory that I had, you know, when I got it. So yeah, every kind of bottle has a story, I guess, you know, that I buy.
There's no doubt, because like a lot of people think like Grey Goose is like this high end vodka, but in reality, to people who really know vodka, it's like shit, you know. So you're like, I ain't drinking no Camus. I got something else that's even better.
Something from France back in the.
What's your advice to somebody like if you're really trying to start a wine collection and you want to have like, you know, a nice collection of wine in your house? Like, how do you go about doing it?
Oh wow, I'm not sure. I mean, I got real lucky early on, and through doing like some wine events down here, like other people were hosting, and I just got in connection with some really good people that had good collections. And honestly, I can remember one guy. I was on the road somewhere, and he called me, and he's like, you know, tell me your address and tell me all your information. He's like, I got this guy that can get you on 10 lists that are like a 10-year waiting list, and he can get on me. I can get on now. And that was like, you know, Harlan and like Scarecrow and 100 Acre and stuff, those kind of wines. So I lucked out in that aspect. And then once you're on. Like it's a matter of getting in, I guess.
Is wine bad for you, or it's actually good for your heart? Like, can you
if you crush 2 bottles, like you're gonna be hungover. It's a lot of sugar and stuff like that. I mean, okay. Come on, Andy. What are you, a child?
No, I'm just wondering. You know, like with beer, you know, like listen, beer can make you look unhealthy and stuff like that. But wine, can you really gain a lot of weight by drinking wine, Cam?
Well, I think my 3-year retirement, I'm kind of proving that you can gain on a little weight with drinking too much wine. Yeah.
Brindamore, does Brindamore have fun?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Roddy has fun. I mean, that's the thing about Roddy is like he like even when we're playing, like he'd love to banter with guys, like, and especially like younger guys too. You know, but a lot of people are like too intimidated by him; they wouldn't even dare do anything. But he loves to have fun and to banter with the guys.
What kind of boat do you got?
I got a Boston Whaler 33 Outrage, and then I got a 16-foot Boston Whaler. I use that one. I use the small one for more like sandbars, where you just kind of like you can just ram that thing right into the sandbar and dock it up. That's how I like to spend time at the beach. Is you know take some chair and go get like your own private sandbar and just hang out.
So you could put everybody on there. You could find a way, put the cooler on, go find your little secret sandbar, chill out. Look at the tide's at the right spot, chill there for a couple hours, find another one. Like that's about as cool as you can get.
Yeah, I know. I know, Cam.
Just be careful.
I know all about it.
No, you don't, Andy.
Listen, hey, a couple more things for you, man. You've been great. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You mentioned something a few minutes ago. Like, okay, so Jordan Bennington, you know, he gets all like, you know, he flips out, you know, and he does some stuff, you know, he takes his helmet off, skates by the bench. But, you know, if you really watch it closely, like you can tell that he just gets overly frustrated, like, because maybe the way the guys are playing in front of him, and like maybe they're not competing at the level that, you know, he wants or expects from his defensemen or his teammates or whatever. And you just said like, hey, Gleason's a guy like anybody who touched him or touched you, like he's jumping that guy. He's there to protect you. Like, how much does that mean to a goaltender? Like if somebody touches you, that like somebody's on their ass right away.
Yeah, I mean, that means a lot to me. Like I said, I mean, that's how it was kind of back then. But I mean, you guys know the game has kind of changed in that way. But yeah, I'd love to see, you know, a D-man or a teammate, you know, doing it for you, so he doesn't have to go do those kind of antics. You know, because you do those sort of antics, and then you realize you're putting your team in a kind of a tough spot. Like for example, I remember one time I got into it in Boston. I thought Charo was taking liberties on one of our players, our D-man. It was Jay Harrison, and he kind of beat him up pretty bad. But he kind of like he didn't jump him. He didn't jump him, but he kind of like you know, Jay wasn't ready. And so like I'm a veteran guy of the team or whatever, and I got up into Chara's face, like, you know, like obviously I'm not going to do anything to Chara, but I'm, you know, I'm staring up at him and I'm, you know, giving him my 2 cents of like what I thought of it. And it really, like, then I realized it creates a melee, like, and then it puts everybody in a real tough spot. You know, like I didn't want anybody to have to go, you know, try to defend me, you know, with Chara, you know, like, so, you know, sometimes it's better just to like let it slide and not deal with it, you know, afterwards. But yeah, it is interesting watching Jordan. I don't know him personally, but I'd rather take a guy that has too much emotion than no emotion at all. So
yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, because everyone's like, what's wrong? But I think it's just like the emotion spilling over of like the way things are going on in front of him too. And like, I mean, he's like the toughest guy on the team right now.
Yeah, and that's not good.
So, hey, you know how that is, man. It's just kind of, I don't, people don't know how to climb into the head of a goaltender, you know, but it's easy to be critical, but it's also like hard to understand.
There's no escape for us, right? Like you're out there. I mean, you can't hide, you know, so it's sometimes it just comes to light and you kind of lose your mind. But, yeah, I mean, it's definitely happened to me over my career.
Andy lost his mind one time when I had him in an eliminate skate. He tried to fight me, but
I did.
It was pretty crazy. We all do it.
It was an elbow to the head. Yeah. Hey, that one play where the puck got caught in your skate, you didn't even know where it was, and all of a sudden you go back in the crease and your skate crosses the goal line, and they credit the goal to the other team. You didn't even know where the puck was. Like that would never happen if you tried. We may never ever see that again in the history of the NHL ever.
No, I think it's got to go down as one of the oddest goals scored against. I mean, I was at a phase. I remember when that happened. I was like, what? And then things weren't going very well, and then that happened. I was like, man, how much worse can it get? But yeah, I just went behind the net to go do like a routine stop the puck, and then everybody lost sight of it. Like even the fans, the refs, everybody lost sight of it. And it got caught literally in between my boot and the blade, you know, like hidden under there. And just out of like your reaction is just to get back in net because I didn't know where it was. And sure enough, like when they look at the replay, like my skate went behind the goal line just slightly. And that was probably, that was the easiest goal for whoever got credit for it.
I know. You didn't even know where it was. Hey, how cool are the Stahl boys? Like, are they, you get along with those guys pretty well, man. Jordan's there now. You play with Eric for a long time. Right? These guys, they quietly go about their business, man, but like, you know, they just seem pretty cool what they do in the summer in Thunder Bay and all that stuff.
Yeah, I love that entire family, really. You know, I like you said, I got to play with Eric for I think 12 years. You know, so is one of my best friends. It's great to see that he still loves the game. He's still grinding it out there in Florida with Mo. But yeah, I mean, he was such a good player for this organization, and I'm not sure if he gets even enough credit for his time here. I view him as like as a Hall of Fame kind of NHL Hall of Fame kind of player. You know, and then Jordan came, and it's been great to see him just kind of flourish as the captain. And it's great to see that, like, you know, the team is doing real well. So when he got traded to like basically to Eric and I and the rest of the team in Carolina, that we weren't doing very well. And he was kind of like, oh man, like I came to play with my brother, but this is kind of hard, but it's great to see that the team's doing really well. And he's such a big part of that. Like he's a big horse. Like people don't really understand how strong that guy is. Like
which one? Because I just
Jordan.
saw Jordan is a monster. Yeah. Like they were just
Jordan,
here. Oh my God. I was talking to some Brent Burns actually in your dressing room, and he walked by. I'm like, holy shit! I didn't realize how big he is.
Yeah, he's a monster. Eric unfortunately is not built quite the same as Jordan, but yeah, Jordan. Like I mean, fitness testing, he'd win it with the team. I'm sure still now. Like
we're built alike.
Andy evaluates the guys in the locker room.
We're built alike. We're built alike. Okay.
Who else look good, Andy? Hey man, you've been awesome, dude. Enjoy yourself, and you know, we'll probably see you. I'm sure get a job here soon if you want one.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Whatever the hell you want to do.
He's a Carolina Hurricane.
You do whatever the hell you want to do, man. And hey, be careful on that boat, though. You know.
All right.
I'm just saying. Just be careful.
Hey,
buddy.
take that radio out with you, man.
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
knows what to do, Andy. Don't tell him what to
Okay,
do.
Well,
He
I'm
knows.
just saying.
All right,
Hey, all
Cameron.
the best to you and your family, man.
You're the
Thanks
man,
for
dude.
doing this.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it, guys. You take care.
See you, buddy.
The Cam Strick Podcast is brought to you by Bellman and Bellman.com. BEHLMANN.com. Get out there to Detroit, Missouri. Check it out. On one side, you got the Buick, the GMC. Options for everybody. Then right across the street, you got the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Again, find something that works for you and get yourself a new set of wheels in time for the winter. That was Cam Ward. He's sending me wine, by the way, Cam. I think he may be putting one in there for you.
Well,
A bottle.
man, I drink wine, dude. You could have whiskey if guys have whiskey and stuff. I drink wine a lot.
I'm not a big whiskey. I like vodka.
I'm not allowed to drink whiskey.
I like the Cam Strick Podcast hard seltzer. For people who don't know, who are out of the market, man, we've got our own drink that's out.
Yeah,
that is
good.
And we're doing a happy hour, by the way, coming up
Yeah.
on January 20th. For people who don't know, Humphreys has been a long-time bar here in St. Louis, right by St. Louis University. They got new ownership, and who used to own JP Fields in Clayton. They completely renovated it. Camel and I will be out there from 5 to 7 on January 20th. It's a Friday night, and we hope to see all of you out there.
Hell yeah.
Drinking some Cam and Strick Podcast,
Those
mango,
are
lemonade, hard
What an
seltzers,
easy
man.
gig that is, man, to go to a nice bar.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot the shit, tell stories.
On a Friday night.
Probably get on the mic or something.
Yeah.
Hand out some shit.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Brody will show up to this one. And, like take a picture.
No, Brody
or
will be there. I just can't find him anywhere. He's sitting in the corner.
Remember that one
him and his
time?
Girl.
He came. They came to the release party, and
He's like,
didn't take a picture the entire
oh
night.
God. Kate got
Like,
some
Brody,
funny-
hey, send us the pictures you took.
Not one.
I didn't take any.
That's funny. It's all good, man. Like, we should do a lot of stuff, but it's all good. We entertain you guys this way, and we'll do other things. Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe we'll do some video stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
that was a good
We'll
video
probably
you
meet
put
up-
out the other day
Yeah. I don't want to flood
on
shit.
Reaver's hit.
Yeah, I don't want to flood shit with stuff. Like, we give, look, we're on for almost 3 hours, dude.
I know.
We'll be 3.5 hours.
You know, Brody tells me during the break that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is Jewish.
what does that mean, man?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is Jewish.
That doesn't- probably is.
And so is who?
Oh,
These are
no,
written
the
by
songs,
Jewish
the
people.
songs, yeah. Yeah, man.
That doesn't
There's a
surprise
lot
me.
of a lot of Jewish
Jewish
people
people did
that
a
are
lot of
very
things.
successful in a lot of ways when it comes to music.
We should
and
do a Christmas
art
album.
and
You kind of look like a country music singer. You kind of have that look,
really
like
oh, like fat and
like Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks doesn't look too bad.
No, but
There's some Hoosier looking dudes, but
you kind of
I
look
country.
like a country music.
Man, I want to be a heavy metal singer, dude, and have my
well, you
own
don't
way.
have that look.
Yeah, I do.
Heavy metal?
Goddamn right. No, not like if like I want to like be emotional to the fan, like be crazy on stage and be cool. I don't know. That would be the coolest gig in the world.
You better
Full
get some
attention.
tats. I might get some tattoos during the
Don't
break.
start now. Don't start now. I told you Kate wanted to get a tattoo, like a little something. I go, don't. You're so pure.
Mhm.
Nobody's touching you with a
Let
fucking.
me tell you what
I'm not letting it happen.
Let me tell you, these
No way.
these women. I'm gonna have Laurie
What?
send Kate some stuff.
What is it?
They're like these little like classy tattoos.
I
but
don't want
you
it
could
on her.
No, they're not
I know-
permanent.
No, I know. Oh well.
No, you put it on like you can put it like whatever.
All
Like,
right. Yeah,
and,
that's
and
kinda-
it's kind of cool, man.
Like
Like
she likes that kind of stuff.
like hot women wear these things. I'm
That's
not
okay.
telling you.
I get
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah,
that might
yeah.
be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I just don't want some. Come over here, woman. I'm going. I don't.
No.
Like if you're into it at a young age, and she had them, but she had like she turned 40.
How many tattoos do you have? Just one?
Just one, yeah. And that's all I need. And I'll probably get it redone, but no one could see it because it's on my leg.
You think I'd be in pain if I had a tattoo?
Yeah, you just don't need one, dude. You
I
look
do.
goofy with one.
I'm gonna get a sleeve,
Yeah, that'd
like
be
a
awesome.
leg sleeve.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Some guys look awesome with it, man. Like the guys that have do have a tat. Like, but like if you do a tat when you're 40, although I know guys that got Stanley Cups stuff, you know, like I get it's all good. But if you're doing it just to be cool, I think it's and if like for Kate, like I don't want some fucking dude
You don't want to ruin it.
ruin her, like just even doing anything to her
No.
at this age, at this stage of her life.
What about a piercing?
Oh yeah, she has all those.
She
Whatever.
does.
Well, on her ears.
You said all those. I mean, when you say all those, I didn't
Maybe
know.
she had her nose pierced one time.
Okay,
for a little bit. I don't know. In high
Women
school.
get other stuff pierced too. I don't know if you've
Or her
ever seen
clitoris.
anything
No,
like that.
she didn't do that. That ain't happen.
I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah,
Do you know in like
I've dated
other
girls that had
other
weird
countries they do some crazy stuff where they pierce women? It's like it's like torture, dude.
No, that's what they do, man. Especially in Africa with their ears and they. Andy, what the fuck?
I'm telling you. Do you
didn't
think I
know.
need to be going through my kid's phone?
Yeah.
Or is that her personal space?
I think your kids are great, but they could go through a weird stage where you could get hooked up with a weird person.
I know.
I went through it, Andy, at a young age with two motherfuckers.
Who was it?
I can't say their name. I
Well,
can do that.
it wasn't Raven?
No, that was good for me. When he pissed on me and I
Yeah,
beat the
I
fuck out of him, and then my dad had him out to the house.
Well, it was
good.
kind of an even fight.
No, he actually, I fought him.
You were like Patty, and he was like Wi-Fi.
Yeah, probably. But anyway, I'd say looking through your kids' phones, I would say, yeah, you're goddamn right.
Okay.
I'd say every one of them. I'd say do it, and don't be like, what's this? But just be like, just see what the fuck's up with some of her fucking. Maybe she's talking to. This is down the line. She's young. Like what the? I just want to see. I'd do it, dude. And I just let things go. My parents, although very lenient, let me do whatever. Two guys. We didn't have girls in the house. We didn't have sisters. We had girls in the house. But so it was a different atmosphere. When you have daughters, it's a different animal. And if I'm you, motherfucker, I'm looking through all their shit. And you better be intimidating when some of these cats come over or whatever, even their friends, if they're kind of they do like, you could see it. If they pressure them to do weird things, you better like, kind of like, be the cool guy. You always want everybody to go to your house. So they're at your house instead.
I thought of this the other day,
I'd still be
Cam.
like,
I
what
don't
do you,
think you'd
I would
be
look-
like that. If you were the parent, you don't want, listen, I don't want them all at my house.
Yeah, because it's different now. You're right.
Like, I know these parents,
I know what
Cam,
you mean.
and the moms
I know
are
what you
like,
mean.
we
Okay.
would love to have her over. And like, they invite like 10 kids over, and
I know what
they're
you mean.
all, like, because they want everyone there.
And
they
if
want
something happens, they're at your house.
dude, but I don't want 10 kids
I
hanging
get
out
you're
at my
saying.
house, man.
I get what you're saying. Now, it was different in the 90s, and you're out in Eureka, and my dad's
And
like,
they're
you're
outside the
fucking
whole
drinking
time.
and driving anyway.
Right.
Get the fuck here and just do it. We're young, got our license.
that's
He knows we're
older.
drinking.
That's old.
That's what I mean. So that was different. But if I'm you, though, and you got two daughters, and even Ty, whatever, like the girls are, I'd always keep track of who's text, just like to see what's going on, who's manipulating them. Now, if you keep budging in, I would just want to know. I know that's psychotic, but I don't think it is. Now, who are you guys kidding? All y'all out there, I don't even have fucking kids. Who are you kidding? Don't act like you're not looking and thinking and shit when they're young like that. I would. Even if they're good kids, you want to know the dipshits they're hanging out with because they're all not good.
It's hard to know, though.
Well, you could tell. I'd always just be aware. You know? And don't just be like, what are you doing? No, but like more like just.
The thing is, though,
you got to be able to talk
with
to
the
them,
kids
man.
nowadays, like you get to know their parents because you see them at like different parent parties and stuff.
I know.
So if the parents are weird, that's
Fuck
a
yeah.
sign. That's a
yeah.
sign.
Or they're wild.
If they're cool, then like I just trust them.
Yep.
With my kids.
I know.
And there's most
know.
of them are cool,
I get you.
but some just like are into it. Like, oh yeah, no, they could all go to our house.
But
I'm like, okay.
Chloe's getting older, dude. And
I don't like all the kids at my house
I know. I
unless
get
like
that.
they're like playing
You
hockey
got daughters.
outside or something like that.
You got daughters.
Yeah.
Like, you can come to my house. We're fucking playing hockey in the fucking basement.
Right.
No one's creeping even. No, it's all dudes. My poor mom again. But, like, that's why come fuck over. Who gives a fuck? You know, but, like, you got two daughters, man. Like, I'd be so fucking weirded out by the guys they talk to. I really, I don't know.
Cam,
Like, I'm telling you.
Ty had a play date.
Ty, I don't give a fuck.
No.
Don't impregnate a girl
No.
and be sweet to him.
But dude,
No,
they're breaking everything outside.
Well,
they're just
whatever.
breaking.
Didn't fix
They're bringing
anything.
the hose into the
Didn't f-
garage. Like, my
well,
garage.
put it
I'm
down.
like, what is going on?
I don't
Like,
give a
please,
fuck about that.
When is your mom coming to pick you up?
Yeah.
That's what I said to them.
Oh, to the kids. Are there annoying kids that come over and you're like, get this
I'm like,
motherfucker out
okay,
of
play
here?
date's over.
Like, okay, enough.
Yes. Like my perfect grass is flooded.
I remember I used to like a couple guys, and I just knew how my dad was so cool to everybody, but if he was a weird kid, my dad would be like, kind of looking at me. And I just remember like being like, this kid's coming over, like, oh fuck, he's kind of weird. My dad's just gonna be weirded out by him, like fuck, you know, and like he doesn't want to play hockey in the basement, he don't want to do this. He's like, I'm like, what the fuck? And he was like, I don't know.
All right, a couple things of business I want to take care of.
Yeah.
reminder, we got the best of the next couple of weeks, man. You can still submit your last second votes if you want to get any. If you have any suggestions of anything that you want to hear, but
there's a shit ton.
I know.
Of stuff.
If you want to message us on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, it doesn't even matter, man. A lot of people are like, just put whatever, man. They just
listen. There's everybody. Listen, we can't like post every crazy. Like, just listen to them. They're deep. They're whatever. They're all different. In their own way.
Oh yeah. And go back and listen to the best of from 2021.
I know.
I mean, that was a great year too, man. Unbelievable interviews in 2021 also.
They keep coming.
But we want everyone to have a happy holiday, man. I can't thank our listeners enough, Cam, for the support they've shown us. Like, we didn't know what we were getting into, and now it's like to have this like this family that exists and the communication that we get from all our listeners, man, we love it. And you know what the best part is, Cam? Somebody just sent me an email. They just heard about us for the first time like 2 weeks ago, dude.
No, keep spreading the word.
And they just started listening.
Keep spreading the word. Keep helping out the sponsors, you know. And anytime you guys want to touch base with us, DMs.
Yeah, if you need anything, let me know.
We love it.
Just reach out to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andy will help you.
Andy will help
try, message him. See if he gets back.
Oh my God, I probably faster than you actually.
Yeah, right.
Are you been better at that?
Yeah, I'm good.
I need to go through your messages.
I got a lot going on.
Because I know people message you about like wanting to do business and shit, and you don't read it.
No,
and you don't get it. You don't get it to
There's
me.
different weird things.
So
on
if
Facebook.
anybody's ever messaged Cam about wanting to like
message Andy about
do business, you gotta message me because Cam will not see that shit.
No, sometimes I do, but sometimes it gets. They get
just
jammed
send
up.
it to me.
Yeah, do that. But if you want to just shoot the shit and be cool or whatever, or say what's up, like I'll get back.
Say what's up.
I love it.
Yeah.
Or say, hey, Cam, you're wrong on this. I don't care.
Yeah, they tell
me
that.
Don't tweet and say can't like that. Don't be a psycho. If you misheard me say something like I'm just, we're just fucking.
They
want
to go public with it. Hey,
I keep everything open. Just
I got a lot
of
respect for the people who like take issue with something and they send me a private message.
Thank you.
Like, dude, dude, I'll talk to you all day long.
All day, I'll be like, dude, you're right on that.
Yes.
Like I didn't know. Here's what I meant.
You're not
by
trying
this.
to embarrass us.
I know.
You know.
We're not trying to get anybody.
We're
not trying to get anybody. We're just talk for fucking 2.5 hours and we get fucking shit kicking guests on. And we talk about internal shit, real shit that you guys know, man. You all go through shit. Anyway.
As always, the Cam Strick Podcast is brought to you by Hair Club, 800-279-7878. Check out Hair Club, hairclub.com.
Yeah, baby.
And go to our landing page, hairclub.com/Cam and Strick. That's where you should do your first consultation from. You're going to save like hundreds of dollars off your first consultation when you go straight there.
Get in there and get it done.
And we've heard from a number of our listeners who have used Hair Club, who have turned to Hair Club to really get their mind right, man. And they want to get confident.
Just get confident, homie.
So you want confidence for Christmas, man? Go to Hair Club. First Form, man. Again, our First Form family. Dude, we love everybody over there. And it's been a blessing, like I said, man, to meet a lot of those people, including Nick and everybody else at First Form. Listen, it's never too late to turn your life around and feel good about yourself and be healthy, man. Get that protein, get those fruits and veggies, get the vitamins, get the kids' stuff that they have, the bars, the apparel. There's so much to choose from, dude. Check out their website, firstform.com. That's PHORM. Firstform.com/Cam and Strick. Use our link. That's where you order from. The shaker cups are incredible. I brought Brody.
Every morning.
Brody's eyes just lit up like it was Christmas morning, man. He thought all this shit was for you.
Brody's the healthiest guy.
He thought it was for you. I was like, he's like, oh, this is all for me? He's like, oh, by the way, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was Jewish. I'm like, he starts turning into like a different person. Like he was so happy.
It doesn't make any sense. The creator of the song, whatever.
I mean, he is just so happy. So he thought it was for you. But I said, Cam's a little hungry. He had to take something for the road, though, Cam. Out of the goodie.
Yeah, I got my stuff in my bag.
Okay, good. Firstform.com.
Look, I got right
Happy
here.
holidays.
I got the cherry lime.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Happy holidays to Andy and Sal Frisella, man.
Dude, we love
everybody over at First Form, and of course our boy First Form Nick, man.
We love you, Nick, man.
You know that's our guy over there for sure. Man.
Like he's a pure wholesome dude.
Has he ever done anything wrong?
Yeah, everybody has.
Okay,
no, he's not Jesus.
Okay, I'm just making
Lord.
sure.
But like,
are there any imperfections?
Hey, listen, I evaluate people, man. I know a lot of people. I've been around a lot of people.
He wants a Sparks.
He is a good dude. Either way, whatever, we don't work.
Oh my
he's
God.
a good person. You could just
Like
tell.
you can tell when he like loves
You can
his
just
wife.
tell. Yeah, dude.
They go out, they have fun
They're
together.
good.
He's
There's
like
good people.
he's oh yeah.
Disciplined, but like
Yeah, but he's out to have a good time and he's fun and he laughs and he's like
he What is he like? What are you talking? Like, of course he laughs.
no, he's like happy. Some people
Hey,
year round.
Andy looks at posts and says, "This is what is real." No, like, Jesus, Andy.
Dude.
No, you just know because we know him,
Okay.
not because of his posts. Trust me, there's a lot of people
I'm
that
just
post
saying,
shit.
I know
They're like,
that.
"Look at it, we're happy." Meanwhile, they don't even say a word to each other.
I know.
So don't come
Hey,
on.
you
don't
gotta
be,
watch that. People don't live their lives through
and
social
hey,
media.
Don't look at people and look. I like looking at
When
people's
he
posts.
does his like line dancing and stuff
Yeah,
like
dude,
that.
they're sweet. They're just a sweet couple.
That's what I'm talking about.
Beautiful children. They'll have beautiful children.
Oh my God.
Lord.
So anyway, firstform.com/Cam and Strick. All right, Waggle Golf. Get your waggleon.com. Listen, dress for success. Be the best dressed golfer on the course. Travis Baker, say what's up to Travis.
What up, Trav boy? What's up, baby?
Bellman.com. BEHLMANN.com in Troy, Missouri. Yeah, they got everything, Cam, from Buicks to GMCs to Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Say hi to Kenny, Danny, and
Kenny,
Dale.
what up, baby? Let's go.
And of course, Sparks, man. You want to take your game to the next level? Do it one skate sharpening at a time. Sparks, use that promo code Cam and Strick. You'll save more money than you will on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I want to see pictures of you sharpening skates, man. I want to see the videos of that, man. So let's see those things.
I don't need one because that'll be a waste of time for me to have one.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do give the Alumni one, although they could buy their own anyway. But
Well, they should use our discount.
yeah. Well, then use it.
Yeah, use our discount.
Skates
Hey,
get beat the
happy
fuck
holidays to everybody,
Yeah, we
man.
love you
And
guys.
happy New Year to you. It's been a great 2022.
Andy drags this goddamn thing on. I'm like, come on now, let's go,
Well, with your energy level today.
dude. We're
Pick it up.
dude, I was fine.
You ever had a coach tell you, let's
Not
get it
much.
going?
Not much.
Pick
but
it
yeah,
up.
Not much.
Because
Not
I
many
will start
times.
coaching your ass
Not
today.
many times.
Cam,
Not many. Dude,
Hey,
I talked a lot.
get your head out of your ass. Let's go.
We talked
Pick
a
it
lot.
up. You want me
This
to
will be a
start, you want me to
4-hour
start
one.
talking
This
to
will
you
be a
like
4-hour
coach?
one.
Want me to start talking to you like coach?
No, please.
Pick your shit up. Let's go. Pick it up.
I got it.
All right, this has been the Cam and Strick Podcast. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Love all
Happy
you guys.
New Year.
Love all y'all.
And can't wait to talk again coming up in
See you, dudes.
2023.